We have to talk about the Eastern Conference, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, enemies and friends and foes and all of that stuff. Welcome in because, chat, the Eastern Conference is not just wide open and it's not just up for grabs for anybody, but it's going to be so fun and competitive from here until the end of the season. Until June, there are about 6 teams in the East, maybe 7, debatably 8, that really have action. And, you know, the Cavaliers basically won the trade deadline. They got James Harden, Dennis Schroeder, Keon Ellis. Then you have the Pistons, who have just been running all through not just the East, they've been running through the NBA, and they are the best team in the East. Then you have the New York Knicks, who they have their highs, Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, OG, Mikal Bridges, and then they have their lows where sometimes it feels like maybe this team is just a fraud. Then you have Mars, Joel Embiid, and Tyrese Maxey, potentially the best 1-2 punch in the East. Then you have a certain guy named Jaylen Brown who's been playing at an MVP level. But, chill, they've just been gifted one of the best players in the NBA in Jason Tatum.
Here you go. Here you go. Have this.
And then last but least, shout out to Penn. You got the Toronto Raptors, who have a pretty dynamic team and one of the best pieces in the league defensively. And they got a pretty good offensive piece too in Brandon Ingram. However, fellas, the East is up for grabs and it's going to be very competitive. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on what you feel about the East, especially with the return of Jason Tatum, with the moves that the Cavs have made, the way that the New York Knicks are playing, and just everything in general. What's our thoughts?
Chill. It's interesting, Ron, you bring up Philly because Philly's been an afterthought. And like nobody's really talking about Philly. I understand why Joel Embiid's been out of lineup. They've dropped now to the 8 seed. At one point, I believe they were as high as the 4 seed. And this wasn't that long ago, but they've dropped to the 8 seed. The Miami Heat, I mean, to Bam's point, like, you know, we're better than the play-in tournament. I mean, they're game out the 5 spot. I think the 5, 6, 7 spot is only separated by 1 game. They're actually scoring better, but I'm not going to jump out the window like everybody else. The Celtics are the overwhelming favorites. No, they're not. I mean, I don't think that we, as fans, understand how difficult it is, not just to make the playoffs, but to actually make a legit playoff run. And when you make a legit playoff run and you go deep into the playoffs and you're going up against better teams who scheme against all of your faults, those things come out and they come out loud. And a guy like Jason Tatum, who's still trying to work his way back into basketball shape, he looks a little heavy for me, but he still knows how to play basketball. I think that
Tatum looks heavy.
He looks a little bit heavy up top. And I think I feel like a lot of it is due to him not being able to run. And because he wasn't able to run, like a lot of the strength training he was doing was upper body stuff. So it looks like he got a little heavy for me. Now, there's a difference between fat and heavy, Swiper. So heavy is, I feel like he put on some weight in terms of muscle.
So he don't know the difference.
And I feel like with him, I feel like he could stand to lose about maybe 10 pounds, maybe 15, because I think his playing weight is like maybe 220, 225. He looked like he about 240. He looks huge to me. I don't know if it's me, but he looks really big. And I think that as the season goes on, I mean, I think that, you know, he can play his way into better shape, but I'm not jumping out the window thinking that this Celtic team is now the overwhelming favorite. I did like what I saw from them defensively. But in terms of the East, I don't think the East is as wide open as Ron says it is. I think that there's a few teams that I would not be surprised to see them there at the end. Cleveland, Detroit, Boston. I don't really have much faith in Toronto, if I'm being honest with you. Miami, I'd be surprised if they were there at the end. But Spo just has a way of when the playoffs start, he knows how to coach and how to get guys in spaces where they need to be, especially considering what happened yesterday. I don't know, Ron. I don't think the Eastern Conference is as wide open as you think, but I love the fact that it's as competitive as it is right now. It hasn't been this competitive for me where I'm uncertain about who's going to win it in a long time.
Chill. Wide open might not be the word anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It might still be kind of just how you said. It might be competitive.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm chill. I gotta admit, I've given the Eastern Conference a lot of flack this year.
Yes, you have.
I've talked a lot of crap about the Eastern Conference. I'm more excited to watch the Eastern Conference in the playoffs than I am the Western Conference.
Is it because it's more stamped on who you think is coming out of the West, as opposed to you wouldn't be surprised if you saw the 6th seed come out the East? Is that why?
Nah, it's more so because the West is going to be competitive too. The
Sure.
top 3 teams: Spurs, OKC, Denver. I think they're going to give. I think it's
Minnesota.
going to be a. I don't have Minnesota in that tier, but I mean, if
I
for the
do.
people
Well, I think
that
we should
do,
still
though,
acknowledge what they've done. You know?
Sure.
for the people that do though, that makes it even more competitive.
Mhm.
However, with the East, it's just like Detroit showed me that they were better than what I suspected they would be, and I can't use youth as a. I still will, but I can't hold youth as high in regard to how far I think that they'll go when we just seen OKC do it last year. So
I mean,
that,
Detroit doesn't have the same. They're 0-4 in the last 4 though, and their defense has been bad, and their offense has also been mid. So I think some of this is like
I can't judge them off the last 4 games though, Swiper. I mean, I can, but like not like because they're gonna play, but they have 18 more games left in the season.
Swipe, but didn't your Denver Nuggets
14?
in 23? Didn't your Denver Nuggets like drop their last 4 games? They went on a 4-game losing
no,
streak.
but remember they went on a 4-game losing streak, but they were 7 games clear of 1, and they just packed it in. Like that wouldn't. This Detroit team they're in place to lose to number 1 overall seed right now. Because the Celtics, if they keep winning, they're 2.5 games back.
Sure.
And the Celtics do have, we talked about this in Lockdown NBA last night. They do have OKC twice. So who knows what's going to happen with that? That could be 2 losses. But
right.
I'm not off the Celtics being the 1 seed at this point.
You think they can still get there?
It's only 2.5 games. Yeah, and if Detroit's offense is going to continue to do what it's doing right now outside of Cade, they can't buy a bucket at all. Like they can't score. And I think it's been a consistent issue, but it's been a really glaring issue as of late. Yeah, there is a real reality, man, that the Celtics could legitimately make a run, and maybe it just as Tatum gets like more used to the grind of the NBA game and all that, and I just am duly impressed with what the Celtics are doing right now. There's a real opportunity for them to move into the 1 seed.
I'm actually surprised, Swiper, how ingratiated he just is in the Boston Celtics system. I know that might sound crazy because it's Jason Tatum and he already knows the system, but coming off the injury that he came off of, I was expecting the guy to be a little bit less involved and just more just being out there, and he's a lot more involved than I thought he would be. And not only is he more involved than I thought he would be, he's a lot more effective than I thought he would be too. And I think that that's really helping the Boston Celtics, and it really helps their defense too, because like watching these guys shoot gaps yesterday, watching these guys play on-ball defense, I think and with Jason Tatum actually being able to stop plays by cleaning glass, I mean, I think that really helped them.
Yeah, we'll talk about the game, I imagine, at some point. He had a really good first quarter. Wasn't great rest of the game, but like I said to you, when he was coming back, to me, I don't really care. I think for him, I just want to see like how the rebounding looks, how his cutting looks, how his agility looks, how his driving looks. And, he's not like Tatum yet, when it comes to like his natural explosiveness, not even just talking about like dunking.
Yep.
But like, I am glad to see him that he is trusting his body and that he doesn't seem to have any lingering effects. Now, obviously, they wouldn't have done this if he wasn't 100% ready to play basketball. So that's not a new update. But I am very happy to see that he's able to move with the level of, let's say, assertiveness that you're looking for from Tatum. And so I think as time goes on and as like we get into May, he's going to be a completely different player by that point. But you can even just see like, having another athlete on the floor for them and another off option that the defense has to worry about. That is going to be a really viable option for them coming in. Like I said, man, like they get the 1 seed and they're playing the Hornets in the first round or something like that. As much as I like the Hornets, I think the Celtics are probably just going to walk through them. But I
handle them.
They just look good, man. Like I really can't say enough about what Tatum's done, man. I can't say enough about how the team has responded either. They've been juggernaut. And they mopped the Cleveland yesterday. Like,
yes, they did.
Mopped them. So
would it be because, and I think, Ron, to be honest with you, I think a lot of that had to do with how, and I know we're going to get into the fast break. I think we're going to get into the fast break breakdown later on. But the Celtics, they do a unique job in they're very unique in the way of making you play the way that they want to play. And I do think that Cleveland is one of the better jump shooting teams in the league. They have guys like Sam Merrill, Wade, Donovan Mitchell. They got guys who can knock down shots on the perimeter. But to get into that kind of variance with a team like the Boston Celtics basically falls right into their lap. And on top of that, the way that Boston plays defense, Cleveland on the perimeter does not play defense like that. And I think that really affected their offense to the point where I feel like this Cleveland team looked really decimated. Now, Ron, I do think that we got a gap. And what I mean when I say that we got a gap, so from the top of the Eastern Conference with Boston, Detroit, and Cleveland, Boston, Detroit, Cleveland, and the Knicks. So those top 4 teams. And then we got Toronto, Orlando, Miami, and Philly. Like when I look at the Celtics and then I look at the Heat, I do think that there's a gap there. Just like when I look at the Knicks and I look at Orlando, I think that there's a gap there between those groups. And not just because of the seeding. I just think that the Knicks are better than Orlando. Offensively, they're just better than them. And defensively, the fact that they got Cat and his ability to rebound and stop plays, I think that they could, if they ended up seeing Orlando in round 1, I think that they handled them. But I'm, like I said, Ron, I'm really happy about what's going on in terms of the competitiveness in the Eastern Conference.
Mars, real talk. How are you guys feeling about the East? Just in general, with just since All-Star break, since things have changed, Jason Tatum came back, Cavs did what they did, all of that good stuff. What are your thoughts?
Good morning to everyone. Grand Rising.
Real talk. What's up, brother?
Grand Risings. Due to knowledge. Go ahead, Morris.
No, you go ahead.
As far as the East, I know I've been kind of headstrong on the Knicks all year. Detroit almost swayed me there for a little bit, but I'm just not a believer in Detroit. I kind of said Detroit because people wanted me to. I'm not going to lie. I gave in the peer pressure a little bit. I just don't believe in that team. I don't believe in their talent. They need some more offensive weaponry before they can seriously contend, in my opinion. With Jason Tatum being back, oh, man, Jason Tatum is looking a lot better than what I thought he would look like already. Already a really good defender again. He's already doing a lot of the playmaking and passing for that team again. Struggling as a scorer, but he'll probably get that back as the games go along. I'm sticking with my pick, man. I'm sticking with the Knicks. I know the Lakers just kind of handled them yesterday, but the 38-point win against Denver, the smacking they gave them, was another reminder of, like, when this team hits their ceiling, I think this is the best team in the East. I like their offensive and defensive talent. And so I'm going to stick with my pick, man. I'm sticking with the New York Knicks coming out the East. But Boston's looking scary, y'all. Boston's looking scary.
It's only the Knicks in Boston, real talk.
I'm not mad at that.
And when I say that, I mean it's Boston.
Mm-hmm. I know that's what you meant. Uh-huh.
Big fella, welcome to the other side, big fella. When it comes to Jason Tatum, welcome to the other side, big fella.
Well, I wouldn't say welcome to the other side. I've been over here. Just because I'll be bigging up Jaylen Brown, you got to remember, Chill, I was trying to tell you when you was pushing back that, no, Jason Tatum is better than Luka Doncic. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, you are the Jason Tatum guy up here, 100%.
Yep.
But I've always been high on JT. This isn't a new revelation for me or anything. I've always been high on JT.
No, you
I
haven't.
just didn't know he.
$ Oz, light skinned soft boy, and no, you haven't. That's not true.
I wasn't. That's very true. That's very true.
We heard all of that. We heard.
Yeah, but all those things are true. All those things are true.
Okay.
I can still be high on the guy and admit that I think he was scared of Jimmy Butler. Like, what's wrong with that? But the only thing is, Chill, I just didn't know he was my favorite player in the NBA.
Imagine that, yo. Imagine that.
I didn't know until 3 days ago that Jason Tatum was my favorite player. You know what I'm saying? I got Kawhi Leonard level fandom for Jason Tatum. I didn't know that,
yo.
I had no Leonard fandom for only Kawhi Leonard.
I had no idea until Friday. I felt this way about Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of shit I live for. I love this type of shit. This is what I'm here for, man. Shout out to Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics, the Eastern Conference Finals champions.
Eastern Conference champion. I like that. I ain't going that far, but I like it. I do like it.
Does anybody up here have Detroit?
They should have made a move. Real talk. They should have made a move at the deadline. I don't know what they were thinking.
Regardless of the move, though, I still like Detroit a lot. In the beginning of the season, even when they got out to their fast start, I was saying that I don't even have them making it out the first round. They're too young. They're not experienced enough. They don't have enough on the offensive end. But as we know, Detroit's some gangsters, y'all. And we seen them last year against the Knicks. No, don't do that. We seen them last year against the Knicks.
Yeah, we did.
And so we know yeah, but I mean, there's context to that. They lost in 6, but let some people tell it should have definitely went to 7, and let some people tell it if it would have went to 7, Detroit would have won. However, I'm not going back to rewrite history or anything
Detroit
like that.
Pistons fans.
It's more in theory.
Well, I mean, it was a couple of you guys up here on the panel right now saying that they got robbed out of one of those games.
Because of one call in the whole game. There's 48 minutes of There's 48 minutes. A bunch of calls in the 48-minute game.
You guys said,
but that thing could have went completely different, Ox. I mean, if they win that game, the series is tied 2-2, and we got a completely different series as opposed to being 3-1.
If they win the game, chill.
And they had an opportunity to win that game.
What you're telling me is that one foul is more important than a missed foul that they missed in the second quarter. I'm not buying.
Yeah, because we got a nip and tuck game. Let me tell you. I see this is the shit I be talking about, Ox. When y'all dudes let guys off the hook, and I'm not just talking about referees. I'm talking about players too. When you guys let these guys off the hook,
I don't catch and release.
When one player does something at the end of the game, well, that's what killed us. Yes, it is. When Jamal Murray went to the free throw line and missed those free throws, that's what killed us. We had an opportunity to take this game into overtime and win it. Then he went back to the free throw line and got another shot and did it again in a couple of games later. I don't care about what happened previous to that. We're in this space right here, right now. We have an opportunity to go into overtime. You are our best free throw shooter. You didn't deliver. You killed us tonight. That night, if that referee calls that foul, that afternoon, if that referee calls that foul, he goes to the free throw line. He makes those free throws. We go into overtime, and we got an opportunity to win this game.
Why won't he miss the free throws like Jamal Murray did?
He could miss the free throws like Jamal Murray did. But what I would like to do is I'd like to see it. We actually saw Jamal Murray miss those free throws. We didn't get a chance to see him miss those free throws. That's the problem.
Yeah, see, but this is my thing though. Just because you don't care about something doesn't mean that it doesn't matter.
No, I'm not saying I don't care. Maybe you misunderstood me.
Okay, so this is my point. The only thing, and once again, real talk, like I said, I catch a fish, I eat a fish. That catch and release shit, I don't do that. I don't live that way.
You don't throw back in the water?
Hell nah. What I'm out here doing this for fun? I'm hungry. But chill. If you out at the end of the game, if you're down by 1 and you miss a shot, but there was a foul. The ref should have called the foul. Absolutely. I'm not even trying to push back on that. My only thing is what about missed fouls in the second quarter where if you would have got those fouls, we would have been up by 4 or 5 already, and this shot wouldn't have meant nothing. That's my only thing. It's I can't say that missing this foul weighs more than missing that foul when if you would have called that foul, the game would have been out of reach. You know what I mean? So that's my only thing about harping on one bad call in a 48-minute basketball game. That's why.
I mean, in theory, that's
not the same thing, Max, at all.
That makes sense, but because of the concept of time, then that puts different levels of thresholds on things, right? I'd rather be down 10 in the third quarter with 5 minutes left because I have time to make that up than be down 10 with 10 seconds left in the fourth because I don't have any time to make that up, right? So a missed call in the third, yes, theoretically should be as valuable as a missed call in the fourth quarter with 10 seconds left. But because of the concept of time, it's just inherently not, in my opinion. The team, if I'm down, I have time to make up for a missed call in the second quarter than I do, late fourth with a minute left. Like it's two different
I
scenarios.
could see that, but I look at all quarters as I just look at the quarters as 4 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, and obviously I know it's 1 game, but just as a way for me to compartmentalize and like, okay, let's win this quarter, let's win this quarter, let's win this quarter, let's win this quarter. I look at it all the same, and so for those reasons, I don't look at the fourth quarter as more important than the second quarter. You know what I'm saying? I don't look. I look at every quarter is just as important. We got to win. We got to win each one. You know,
the reason why the fourth quarter, the reason why the fourth quarter is like that is because now, like, my margin of error is way less than what it would be in the second quarter, because now we're getting closer to the end of the game. Swiper, what's the difference in 2019 in the NFC in the divisional game if they throw that flag for Drew Brees on that pass interference as opposed to in the second quarter? That's huge.
Oh my God,
that's the game right there.
That was ridiculous.
That's the ball game.
Every single one of them refs got fired.
That's the ball game. Now, if you do that in the second quarter, and if you miss that in the second quarter, if you miss that in the third quarter, okay, all right, he missed it. You killing us, but we have an opportunity.
No way. So that's terrible to miss that in the second quarter, especially in
football.
Pass interference like that. That's a touchdown.
But in the fourth quarter, you miss that. Now they are in field goal range. They're in field goal range. With them being in field goal range, they knock down the field goal. Game's over. We're done. As opposed to the second quarter, even if they do end up getting the momentum, we do get the ball back. In the fourth quarter, this is money time. This is when you have to make plays. And a play like that for the Detroit Pistons, where he clearly got hit at the long ball line. He didn't get nudged, or he didn't get scraped. He clearly got hit. If that foul is called, now we have an opportunity to go to the free throw line and win the game possibly. In the second quarter,
y'all just see that's y'all problem. Y'all just coasting and just waiting like, oh, don't worry about it. We'll get it later. Or we'll get, man, y'all gotta take care of business from beginning to end. Y'all acting like these teams don't matter. Like, what y'all just warming up? Like, that's what the layup lines is for. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Warm up, stretch.
That has no correlation to that.
It does, absolutely. Y'all some coasters. That's what y'all is. Y'all some coasters. Y'all riding around on beach cruises.
So the Pistons were close in the first 3 quarars?
Because I don't think the Pistons feel necessarily the exact same way. I you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what they're saying. I'm talking about y'all.
Post game, they wasn't tripping off of that.
They probably were tripping. They should have been tripping, but I'm sure. But also, there's other things that matter before the game. That's all.
Undoubtedly,
it's over. It happened already. But I'm just saying, like, y'all can't. To me, I just feel like y'all should value. Y'all should just value the second quarter the same way y'all value the fourth quarter.
I do, Ox. You know, I mean, if the referee blows that whistle in the first quarter on SGA, that's foul number 3. Now he's got to sit down. He can't be as aggressive, and he can't be as aggressive as he wanted to be in the second quarter. He might sit the whole second quarter, and now that's a momentum swing. However, I do have an opportunity to get back in the game, as opposed to SGA fouling Washington at the long ball line at the end of Game 6. Game's over, Ox. We're done.
So the decisions you make early on are going to affect you later on, just like the decisions you make later. It all matters, y'all. I can't believe y'all are really trying to push back on this. Like,
it 100% all matters, but also too, like, we still have to acknowledge that a dude was fouled late in the game, and the refs didn't call it. That affected the game.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
And once again, I wasn't trying to even go all the way in depth with this. I was just bringing up that the Pistons had a hard-fought series against the New York Knicks, which furthermore leads me to believe a year later, the Pistons are not just as scary, but they're even more scarier, and their record indicates that. Their record against top teams indicates that. Their defense indicates that. Cade Cunningham taking a step forward indicates that. Jalen Duren being the monster that he is, top 5 center in the NBA, indicates that. So all I'm saying is,
top 5 center.
We don't got to get into that real. Top 10. All right, top 10. But all I'm saying is, I don't have the most faith in the Pistons getting out the East, but I do think they're gonna win a series or 2.
Real quick, Ron, because somebody said something in the chat and said about if all quarters are equal, why do we say anything about clutch? If you remember, Anime, if you've been around for a while, I don't look at the end of the game as only clutch. I think that there's clutch moments throughout the game, like first quarter, second quarter. If a team is on a 10-2 run and you're able to stop that run, that's a clutch moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's clutch moments all throughout the game in my eyes. That's just the way I look at the game. But not over to your another thing too. I think Detroit is less equipped this year than they were last year to make a run. You know what I mean? Losing Malik Beasley, Tim Hardaway Jr. I think that they're less equipped right now than they were last year. Even if Jalen Durant took a step forward, even if Cade Cunningham is better putting the ball in the basket, I don't think that Duncan Robinson, Karis LeVert, and Kevin Huerter are going to give you. I don't think they're giving you the same thing that Malik was giving you last year, or Tim was giving you last year.
Schroeder's not there either, by the way.
Right. Schroeder, I think I don't know. You know, the record is one thing. They're first in the East. I respect that. Shout out to Detroit. I think that they're having a hell of a season, but as far as for making a playoff run, I think they're less equipped this year than they were last year.
All I'm merely saying is, in the Eastern Conference, Detroit is scary. For any of those,
you remember how dope Karis used to? Man, Karis used to be nasty.
He was supposed
What
to
is
be.
what does scary mean?
Nobody wants to play Detroit, and that's the Pistons. That's the Celtics included. Nobody wants
because Cleveland looking at Detroit like, yo, we want all the.
Oh my God, chill.
You fight that? You
Chill.
honestly fight that? Cleveland is looking at Detroit like we can beat them.
Yes. And what do you think Detroit's saying? Detroit's laughing if they get Cleveland.
They're not looking at them like, yo, we don't want nothing to do with
Cleveland.
Come on, man.
No, they're not looking.
They doing this.
Looking at them like they don't want nothing to do with them.
They doing this one. Rolling.
So Ron, if you really feel like that, what makes you feel like that outside of the physicality, Ron? If you look at the Cavs Detroit matchup outside of the physicality, what makes you say Detroit serves these dudes?
Because Cade is looking at James Harden like I'm picking on you all series.
Okay.
Donovan Mitchell too. I'm picking on you all series. Jared Allen, you want to do this pick and roll thing? Come on. I dare you to switch. I dare you to hedge. Whatever. I'm taking advantage of y'all with the pick and roll.
Yep.
Jalen Durant, on the other hand, oh my God. Hey, what was Thanos doing before the Avengers came? He got his feet kicked up. He got his axe over his shoulder, just looking and just waiting. Like, come on. Like this, I get whatever I want in this game. Yep. Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, I get to feast on you guys. And then on top of that, it's just the other role players, they get to get busy. Like against a team that's soft, if you will.
Yeah.
Asor Thompson's like, I get to have my way in this series. Isaiah Stewart, I get to have my way in this series. Ron Holland, I get to have my way in this series. What'd you say?
What are Sir Thompson's having his way doing what?
Doing Asor Thompson things. Doing dirty. Like, I don't know why we undervalue dirty work guys.
No, we don't.
But I'm saying
I'm not undervaluing
where they're
that at all.
getting their points from.
Offensive rebounds, running the lane, cutting, dunking, things like that. Doing Asor, like you can't necessarily magnify or quantify what Asor does. He just does things.
Yeah, he does.
Dennis Jenkins.
He be on the court. I mean, sure.
I'm not gonna argue that point, Ron.
So now we're gonna act like these guys got the 45 wins just doing nothing.
So Ron,
it's all. Now we're back to this. It's just all.
No,
Cade.
we're not doing.
I was on that side until I started watching the Pistons, and I realized
you brought up Cade. You brought up Cade.
He admitted he didn't watch the Pistons until recently.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Nah, I don't know.
I was on the
Ron,
side
you not
of
watching
Cade.
the ball?
I was on the side of Cade doing everything until I had to start giving these guys credit.
Bro,
like
was
these guys actually
do. K highlights. We caught you.
So
I do watch Cade highlights. Those are beautiful highlights.
Yeah, that's all you was watching. Though. You was watching Cade. Yeah.
And apparently that's the same thing with you too.
No,
if you don't want to give these other guys credit,
I give the other guys credit. I better than the other. Stop. Go ahead, Jim.
So Ron, let's bring it back. So Ron, let's bring it back to what you were talking about with Cade just being able to have his way with these guys and just get busy however he wants to get busy. You and I both know that Cade has trouble consistently making shots, consistently knocking down open shots, consistently finishing at the rim. So when you got rim protectors like Jared Allen and Evan Mobley at the rim, that's going to be a problem. Number one. Number two, you talked about Jalen Durant, who, by the way, has been a beast against Cleveland. I'm not going to argue that point. But that's who else. That's who you brought up. When I think about Cleveland and I think about overall offensively, like you brought up Asor Thompson being able to do the dirty work, which I can appreciate him doing dirty work. But if you look at what the Cleveland roster has, and in terms of everything they have offensively to do, not just dirty work, but to knock down open shots, not just to knock down open shots, but to make the correct plays. Offensively, they are better than the Detroit Pistons. They knock down more more wide open shots. I think they got more playmakers than Cleveland. Than Detroit on both the offensive and defensive end. So this isn't the quote unquote, as Ox would put it, buffet that you think it is. No, Cleveland is looking at Detroit like, we can beat these dudes. All we have to do is stand up to the physicality of them. And if we can stand up to the physicality of them, we can run our offense. We can knock down open shots. We can get out in transition. I like my guy one-on-one. I like my guy as a bucket getter and Donovan Mitchell better than I like your guy, Cade Cunningham, as a bucket getter, because my guy has proven, he's shown that he can do it in playoff series at a high level. So the idea of them looking at them like food, you couldn't be more wrong about that, Ron.
Chill. So why don't you have Cleveland winning again?
James Harden.
That's crazy.
But that doesn't mean he doesn't. They can't beat Detroit. I just
Detroit.
don't think anybody's that high on Detroit anymore. And you know what? Shout out to Detroit. I don't want to be too disrespectful, right? They've had an amazing year,
Right?
But they've benefited from a few things, right? They've been one of the healthier teams in the league this season. That's number one.
Right.
Number two, they have a phenomenal defense that wins you a lot of games in the regular season. They rebound very well. Also wins you a lot of games in the regular season. And they have a good enough offensive player to floor raise that offense to around top 10 levels that wins you a lot of games. However, when you get to the playoffs, talent matters. They don't have a lot of offensive talent on that team.
Say that one more time, real talk. I don't think they heard you in the
They
back.
do
What
not
matters?
have a lot of offensive talent on that team.
No, if you ain't-
It just is what it is. And so when these other teams like Boston match up with them, Cleveland matches up with them, I'm scared for them to play Charlotte in the first round. If they do, I ain't gonna lie to you. If Charlotte plays Detroit in the first round, there's a chance of them going home. I wouldn't bet on it, but there is a chance.
I think
Because if they can't go to
depending
Charlotte,
on the
I don't know how Detroit's going to put the ball in the basket enough to keep up with them.
depending on those odds, though, real talk. Depending on those odds, look, as long as y'all bills is paid, depending on those, depending on them odds, man, go ahead and put 100 on Charlotte. We might as well.
Low-key.
Charlotte, that's if Detroit played Charlotte, that's definitely a just paying bill series. Like, we don't really need to do a lot. We just need to pay the rent. We need to pay the rent. We don't have to do a lot. No, we don't.
I got Detroit. Like I got Detroit in that series.
Why is that a
Absolutely.
paying bill series?
The reason why I think so, Mars, is because I think that with Charlotte, I think that the stuff that they do bad, I don't know if you noticed, I think they're third to last in the league in turnovers. And I think that that's going to be a huge factor come playoff time. I think teams are going to exploit that. Whichever team that they end up seeing, I think that they're going to exploit the fact of their inability to take care of the basketball. And I feel like Detroit does a good job with their physicality and turning teams over. And I feel like that's going to wane on. I think that's going to wane on Charlotte. And with that being said, Detroit is a team who does not have to be overwhelmingly talented, in my estimation, to beat them. I just think that they can put them in a space where what they do bad the most is what's going to make us be able to beat them.
Yeah, well, I'm respecting the Pistons. I'm not necessarily saying they're going to come out the East. I just think that anybody can play the Pistons and get popped. However, though, there's still some more teams that we can give credit to in the East. How are we feeling right now? Now, I'm just checking the temperature right now. How are we feeling about the Raptors? We can have a genuine Raptors discussion, right? With us guys.
Hey, Mars, come back, Mars. Mars, don't do that to us, Mars. Stay right with us, Mars. Don't do that. See, Mars, stay with us. And here's why. Mars just asked me a question. Mars literally just asked me a question. Mars, why when we bring up the Toronto when we bring up the Toronto Raptors, are you out? Like, there's no questions to ask. Why, when it comes to the playoffs and it comes to the Toronto Raptors, Mars, why are you OUT out?
They can't score the basketball. Yeah, we don't need to have a whole segment on it. They can't put the ball in the basket. They can't shoot. They don't have consistent half-court creation. Most of their half-court creation in terms of scoring is going to come from Brandon Ingram, who I like, but no disrespect. When all your shot creation comes from the mid-range, yeah, that's not really going to be tenable in environments where teams, when teams are able to shoot threes and your team can't, and your most reliable creator is a shoot over the top in the mid-range creator, yeah, you're not going to score enough in the playoffs. I think their defense is cool. I like Scotty Barnes. They still haven't had consistent big play the whole year, but the whole roster can't shoot. Like, It's like imagine Detroit, but like instead of Cade, it's Scottie Barnes.
Which is where I was going, Miles, because to your point about them not being able to put the ball in the bucket, can't we say the same thing about Detroit? Like, what's the difference between the two of them?
Detroit have a better defense, and instead of Scottie Barnes, they have Cade.
A better bucket getter.
That's the difference. And I'm saying instead of Scottie Barnes offensively, I'm not talking about what Scottie Barnes does defensively. Offensively, instead of Scottie Barnes, they have Cade. That's the difference. So the formula is actually kind of similar. And it's another reason why I think not believing in Detroit to win a title is fine. But they're doing the formula better than Toronto does it. I think the most impressive thing about Toronto is that like they force turnovers and stuff. So like that's cool. But they don't rebound. So like they don't even win the possession battle by like a huge margin in the first place because of that. So I don't know.
That is a problem. That is a problem.
Shout out to the Raptors.
Ron, I think they got some good. I do think they got some good rotation guys. I'm a huge Mamu fan. Mamu, every time he comes on the floor, I just feel like something good's gonna happen with him. But the more I watch Toronto, I still think that the biggest problem is in the paint. And I'm still standing on it that if they had a legit 5-man, and again, an all-star, not an all NBA caliber big, if they had an all-star caliber big, I think that they would be much better, because I think that would supplement a lot of their issues. They'd be better in second chance opportunities. They'd be better on the glass. They'd be better on the defensive glass. I think they would be better in the post in terms of getting buckets and around the rim. I think that would open up some things more for them offensively. I think that's their biggest problem. And on top of that, I feel like I'm in the minority, but with the more I watch Quigley, I mean, I think he's a fine point guard. But if you're trying to go deep into the playoffs, I think that you need a headier point guard than him. And I don't think I don't think that he's that. Yeah, I don't think that he's that. So
man, this ain't got
that's the thing that I worry about with Toronto.
Quigley, their best player isn't good enough. Let's just keep it okay. Their best player is not a good enough player for them to go anywhere as a playoff team. It just is what
when your best player isn't good enough, the complementary players have to make up for that. So I think it's both.
Yes, they do.
Well, I mean, true,
their best player is not good enough. Therefore,
like
the complementary guys have to pick up, but they're not good enough to pick up. So it's like they're just not good enough.
Yes, but you would like for your best player to be good enough. That's usually where it starts. Typically,
that's absolutely
when your best player is 24, you can kind of be, like it is what it is. Now, I'm not projecting he'll ever be good enough. No, I'm not doing that. But when your best player is
like 24-year-olds can be.
No, I mean, I'm not mistaken. Isn't they 24 years old?
But this is Scottie Barnes. I don't know what to tell you. They can, but this is Scottie
Luka was 24 when he got to the finals.
Yeah, now look, he's not a winning player apparently. So,
well, that's a lie. But
but yes, I don't project Scottie Barnes to be like, especially offensively, that level of player. But Toronto still can be a good regular season team, and they are a good regular season team, but they're just not. It depends on the matchups. If they get out the first round, I'd say that's successful. Well, I think them just being out the play-in is successful. Like in the top 6, I think that's a successful season. So win or lose, I think they've had a good year. Yeah, I think they've had a good year. But if they can get out the first round, I think that's huge for them. And then they can find out who they need to move on from, who they're building with, all of that stuff. But yeah, shout out to Toronto.
All right, so it's 3 more teams that I really want to talk about. And they're all on winning streaks right now. The first one, the 60.
So not Philly. Yep, so not Philly. Cool.
Oh, well, we can talk about Philly. But the first one is the 6 seed, just below the Raptors. They're only a game behind the Raptors out the 5 seed. They're on a 4-game winning streak, 7-3 in their last 10. And Paolo is hooping.
He is.
How are we feeling about the Orlando Magic now that we're in March and things look a little different? I remember before the season, some people were high on them. Is that feeling starting to come back?
Odds, we would have been right if they were healthy. I'm standing on that.
Oh my God.
Look, no.
Absolutely.
Bro, the way that I just watched that whole game against Minnesota Saturday.
You've seen that build.
It looked that's what we were anticipating seeing from the Orlando Magic.
Right.
They present a problem for most teams with their size, pause, you know what I'm saying, if need be. But like usually what I see Minnesota do to most teams, which is like out-athlete them, outsize them, you know what I'm saying? They did that to Minnesota. Like Mo Wagner like Julius could not do anything with him. Paulo was out there looking 6'10", 250. Paulo as a screener, roller, post-up player, hey, that guy's kind of elite. I'm not going to lie. When he's doing those three things, it looks really good. And Desmond Bane, I don't know if people know this, but Desmond has been hooping lately.
I don't really know what to do with him, real talk.
So they got
really
the scoring. Tristan De Silva made a lot of winning plays in that game. D-Up, their defense was phenomenal that game as well. Orlando would have been really good if they could have stayed healthy, man. It just, man, they have been dealing with injuries for like 2-3 years now. You know what I'm saying? But
I really don't know
they're
what to
still
do
not
with
going to
Desmond
win
Bane,
anything,
real talk.
but salute to him.
I mean, you brought up a really interesting point about Desmond Bane. I really just don't know what to do with him. He has such an unorthodox game. He's got an unorthodox build. But, like, he gets it done. He knocks down open shots. He will defend. Like, he can get to the rim. Like, he doesn't play above the rim. But you know what he will do? He will finish at the rim. He's not, I don't know. He's not a Sore Thompson on defense, but he will poke the ball away. He will disrupt. He will do things like that. He's not Steph Curry, or he's not one of the best but he will knock down an open shot. He will make tough shots. I really don't know what to do with him. But I do know that this team, had they stayed healthy, to your point, real talk, I had them as the 3 seed before the season started. That's where I had them at. And had France and Suggs and those guys all been able to hold up, I think we would be looking at a different team. I think Jamal Mosley, I think this might be his last season in Orlando. That offense needs to change. That offense 100% needs to change, I think.
Ox, you liking Orlando a little bit more now?
I mean, I've liked Orlando the same way all season. It's just health. I think Orlando's only issue these past 2 seasons has just been health. You know, that's it.
So you and Real Talk weren't wrong. It was just they weren't healthy.
I mean, we were wrong technically, you know, because that's just the way that the cards, you know, were played or dealt out. But, you know, we've been more right than wrong this year. So
do you know what this sound like? She came around that first time. She was all glammed up. She was fly. She had her good shoes on. She had her hair done. All of that stuff. Hey, she was in a sundress. You was like, damn. The next 2 times she came around, it was after work, you know. So
stinking bitch. You could smell it. You could smell the funk on her. Like, oh man, did you shower today? Did you?
It was
did you
after
brush
work
your teeth?
though. You know, she just worked a 10-hour shift. So you know, like she had her scrubs on. You know, hair wasn't really looking all that.
Hey, I love scrubs.
I love a scrub. Hey,
yeah, come on,
look
man.
at
Yeah.
By the way,
she didn't have her scrubs on. She had her name tag on.
Desmond
But
Bane.
Wherever she was working.
the thing about that though, Ron, is like that don't got nothing to do with me. Like that's all. You know what I'm saying? That's all her. Like she was fine. You know what I'm saying? Now she not. It was
Desmond Bane over the last 20
completely
games.
out of
By
my
the way,
control.
he's
But
averaging.
then you seen her back again, and she was, you know.
Desmond Bane's
Still ain't got
averaging
nothing to do with me.
23 and a half points per game on the last 20 games, over 71 true shooting. Only Jokic and SJ have scored it as well for that long.
Getting busy.
Since November 22nd, he's averaging 21.5 on 50, 40, 90.
Getting busy.
But see, like
He had
seems
a
like-
slow start to the year, but since then,
And that was, yeah.
that's 47 games, by the way.
That's more
So
than half the
since the
season.
slow start to the year,
That's
he's
more than half
been-
the season.
Yeah,
That's
he's
crazy.
been amazing.
Yeah, shout
And I
But
keep
the
telling you
thing,
what to do with
like,
Desmond Bane,
the
and you
thing
keep
with,
not
like,
listening to me, so I don't know.
a team like Orlando though, like that's the thing though, Ron. Like for me and Real Talk, and we do this so much, and it's kind of like, and Swipe, I know you can relate to this because it happens to you a lot. Well, not a lot because you support a good basketball team, so I won't say it happens to you a lot. But it's like just because I had a team being good and they weren't, and like something went wrong or something happened in this game or that game, like you can't throw that in my face. Like I wasn't out there.
I wasn't necessarily saying that as a.
You know what I mean? Like I
that
wasn't on the court with the
slanderous.
niggas.
All I was saying is it sounded like I was just making an analogy, which most of us in the chat can, all of us in the chat can relate to it, regardless of who you like. You seen somebody, the first day you seen them, the first impression was like, damn. Then the next couple times it was like, maybe it was just that day, maybe it was just the way I was feeling. And then I just seen you recently, and it's like, oh, okay, nah, I wasn't tripping. You like that. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm higher on Orlando right now too than I was in the beginning of the season.
Right. It's crazy because like that's what I'm saying, Swipe, but like all week last week, they was on your line like you don't play defense or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? You Swipe ain't the buffet line. You know what I'm saying?
But that's where we live, though, Ox. We live in a space where you are the guy who knows basketball, and you are the guy who, to Swiper's point, you watch the Denver Nuggets. You're ingratiated in Denver Nuggets basketball. So you should know better than anybody how the Denver Nuggets are. And if you're wrong about them, how dare you, Swiper, be wrong about the Denver Nuggets? You've been around them for as long as you've been around them. So, I mean, I think as fans, they can be a little bit ridiculous from time to time.
Speaking of which, yo, Swiper, why did you take down those Black Kings off the back of your wall?
Well, remember, I used it for other platform, other content. So I try to change it up.
I see.
Actually,
it's called production, fool.
Yeah. Psychologically, it also does a lot to your brain to change your scene up so you associate things with different kinds of material.
Yeah, that's what
Just saying, I'm noticing things. I'm noticing priorities. But
that's self-made back there. That's what the SM is. I'm just now peeping that. That's a dope little logo too.
You know your camera's not straight, right? You could like line it up with the picture.
No, it's production. However, we got to talk about.
I see this dude. I'm boxing him. I swear when I see him. Me and Ron is on.
That was good. That was good.
Wait till I see him. I swear to God.
All right, the Miami Heat.
Hold on, real talk. That ain't no little logo.
You're right. You're right.
This ain't no Mickey Mouse operation. You know what I'm saying? You know how much that logo costs?
This is what we do around here.
Literally.
Like for real.
And since we're on that subject, Ox, can you bring the tape, please?
I had it. And my man was with me. Too. We just I don't know. We'll get it though.
Bring the tape
in April.
Yes, when I see you in Portland, please bring the tape.
Yeah,
I need a suit.
I had it.
Chill, we got you on Mars.
Please.
By the way, apparently Tua gets released today for $99 million. Largest cap hit ever. But 99. He had 99 remaining. They released him for a $99 million dead cap hit. So that's bigger than the 89 that Russell Wilson had.
How much of that is guaranteed?
Oh, well, no, that's the way. It's 99 dead.
All
cap.
of it.
So
yeah,
like,
but I'm saying, how much
the money is?
How much
he's getting the money.
Oh,
he had years left on guaranteed on this deal, but then they cut him the same way Russell Wilson got cut 3 years ago for 89. So now the largest. But then apparently the Atlanta Falcons are looking to maybe pursue Tua, which again they would have the two worst left-handed quarterbacks in football on their roster. And neither one of them can run. And neither one of them can run. Neither running them. No, Penix is also not good. Respecting him, but neither.
So Tua getting $100 million, he could just go to the crib, right?
Yes, I'm straight.
He can hang his boots up. Like, man, take care of yourself, young man.
7 years. I made a load of money. I don't want to play football no more. I'm good.
This different. This is a different sport. This ain't the same as like with the Jason. This is different, man. That young man life on the line, bro. He be out there. Sees like that's just scary, bro. We don't want to see nothing like that.
But Ox, Tua crazier than Jason Tatum, and I mean like crazy, not like psycho. I just mean like competitive, loves the sport. Like Tua crazy about football. You could tell.
We just had a 27-year-old retire, rightly so. Like, bro, football is not.
Football players are wired different.
Man, that's what I'm saying. If you love football, man, go coach. Open up a facility or something. You know what I'm saying? Just teach. Like you can still get your fix, man. But
the day that they remember when they did the CTE scanning, they of 100 past football players, 96 of them had CTE or a form of it from the NFL. So in college football, they didn't do it for us, but I guarantee you, majority of us gonna have it too. It's just football is a different sport, bro.
When you crashing into somebody for 3 hours. That's usually what happens. Your body isn't designed to do that. And I applaud these dudes, Ox, when they were retired. You know why I applaud them, Ox? Because when I'm 42 years old and I leave my house in an hour, I'd like to know where I live. I would like to do that. That would be nice, right? I don't want to be 45 years old and I'm on painkillers for the rest of my life. I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. I can
need to start redirecting the black youth again to baseball.
Well, the MLB is actively trying to do that, especially here in Atlanta. But you know how culture is really important, and culture has to swing that way for baseball to.
We used to chill, because we used to dominate baseball. We used to play baseball for real. This
is the lowest percentage of African Americans that have played in the MLB that we've had ever. By the way, like there's less than 8%. Also,
soccer.
Just so people know, the NFL trade deadline or free agency opens up in 9 minutes. So you'll see a lot of alerts from your team that are signing or not signing certain players. Everything's been in-house so far, and then trades. But then 9 minutes from now, we're going to have a little bit of bidding war for a lot of players. Alec Pierce might get $27 million a year. And it's going to be quite interesting. Shout out to him.
And Swiper,
Lamar
where can people
Jackson, you have zero excuses, by the way.
There we go. Lamar Jackson just responded on Twitter, by the way, to that very same thing from Dan Orlovsky. And Lamar Jackson, verbatim, literally 10 minutes ago, addressing people like Real Talk. Lamar Jackson said verbatim.
What did he say? What excuse he gave himself?
There has never been excuses for Lamar, though. He's literally, Dan was saying,
what? Excuses for what? He don't get no grace.
Ox, I know how you feel about Lamar, but Dan said, got to get it done. It's been that way. It's even greater now. I love Lamar. There's no excuses now. This is all in. And he said, Dan, there has never been excuses for Lamar. And to his point, there have never been excuses for Lamar. Anyway,
first of all, Swiper, I'm so hard on Lamar because I love Lamar so much.
Exactly.
You know how many Lamar?
Maybe because you love Josh Allen that much.
You know how Ron. No, stop. Because I'm high on Josh Allen too. That don't mean I can't be high on two quarterbacks. There's 100 of them. I could like more than one, but you ain't never seen me buy a Josh Allen jersey. You know how many Lamar jerseys I done paid for?
Show the picture.
Come on,
let's see the receipt.
Crazy? Are you crazy, man? I support. I done bought Lamar Jackson jerseys for me, for my brother. I'm a Raven at heart. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on the Ravens. I love the Ravens. Love Lamar. But
and by the way,
I'm holding you accountable, Lamar. Stop choking. Stop selling us.
Keep spitting, Ox.
But this is it. This is why this is hilarious.
You too good for this.
Dan Orlovsky, when Josh Allen had those 4 turnovers in the divisional round,
4 of them.
I know, but Dan Orlovsky, the funniest part about it was Dan on the play show that he got the ball running before the half, and he got the ball knocked out of his hand. He said, I can't believe the offensive lineman didn't get to the ball. That was the first thing that he said. Josh has, you want to talk about actual PR? Josh in sports has some of the preeminent PR. He won an MVP because of PR, because Lamar had a better season that year but didn't want to get it, but because he beat the 2 number 1 seeds, he got it. And then he had PR because even though he's been mid past the wild card round and throughout his playoff career for the most part, he gets crazy PR because of a 13 seconds or less run from Tyreek Hill and Kelsey and Mahomes. Like literally, it's so funny to me. Because I like Josh. I think
what are the chances?
Hold on, time out. And I legitimately think, no troll, because I know we'll talk about the points of Jokic because that's what he's going to do. But I'm saying that I'm saying in this moment, I think the issue is with Josh. Josh hasn't actually done anything, and the MVP he did win should have been Lamar. Still, how you get first team All Pro but you don't win MVP? That's what I'm trying to understand. That's what I'm trying to figure out, Joe.
How you get first team All Pro?
Same way you win DPO while doing first team All Defense.
How you win MVP and don't make first team All Pro?
Happened to Bill Russell.
You said who?
Happened to Bill Russell.
They don't press by. This is the NFL free agency is opening up right now, y'all. So it's gonna be a conversation.
I don't get that though. The one thing I don't get is how come I can't say something about Lamar Jackson when people talk about, but you don't say this about Josh Allen. What about Josh Allen? Like, all right, Josh Allen fuck up too. But I'm talking about Lamar Jackson right now. I don't understand. Like, y'all do understand that the whataboutisms don't stop the first statement from being true?
I agree.
All right, fellas. Well, once again,
I'm still about
free agency, signings, trades, all that good offseason stuff. This is the place where you can get your best football coverage, and that is on the Press Box, live right here on Players Choice, Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Sundays 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Make sure to tap in because we got good brothers like Swiper, good brothers like J-Rob, good brothers like Bama, not so good brothers like Early, but Trent is still there to balance everything out, and ultimately it is just a fabulous show. Pull up.
Balance. Have you heard Trent talk? Trent hates anything before the 1990s. Hates anything before the 1990s.
Over that.
Like, genuinely hates. It's worse than anything you see in basketball. Trent is horrible when it comes to that, but he's great. He's a great personality. I tell Trent to his face all the time. I don't know how he's gotten to this point where he literally can't watch pre-1990 and have any take. Bama, by the way, I love Bama. He is the most biased person you will ever meet in sports talk. If you bring up Alabama at all in any way, shape, or form, real talk, let me tell you how bad it is. Alabama had -3 rushing yards versus Georgia in the SEC championship. This dude, Bama, said, well, they didn't try to run the ball enough. They tried multiple times, and they was getting beat up the whole game. And every time Bama get on the mic and you hear about Alabama, bro, I'm not gonna lie, real talk. You would have thought he had not crossed the Dixie Mason line in his life. I'm just telling you right now, Bama is a loyalist to Alabama, bro. Shout out to my dog. Pressburg is cooking. Trey's cooking. Early's cooking. Trent's cooking. Bama's cooking. There's a great host of people that be on that show. But boy, oh boy, Bama will get on the mic. He will disrespect your life. Your life for Alabama. Your life.
Outside of Alabama, though, like, Bama's a pretty good person, but
no, he's great. He's great. He's
his
just a
name's
loyalist.
Bama, so it's not really no escaping that, you know.
That's not his name. His name is Clarence.
Yo,
You can't just be saying people's names.
yeah, that's crazy. Why you exposing his government? L. Clarence. All right. Well, really, like when I knew Bama, we didn't call him Clarence. We called him Clearance. But that's a story for another day. Let's get back into, well, before we get into anything else, we got to talk about Splash Sports, because everybody watching, you have an opportunity to get $50 instantly when you play just $5. I know it sounds crazy, but when you use code CHOICE, you will only play $5, but receive $50 back. On top of that, Splash Sports has Quick Picks, which is the DFS game that you've been waiting for. This isn't you versus an algorithm. This isn't you versus a computer. It's not you versus AI or a sports book. It's literally you versus other sports fans like us on the panel. So it could be you playing against Real Talk. It could be you playing against Swiper. It could be you playing against Lil Ox. It could be you playing against anybody that is a sports fan. Yes, real competition, and this game requires real skill, which means that the playing field is pretty much even, just like the Eastern Conference. Anybody can win. You just have to out-scheme the other person. But the money's on you, and the win is on you, and really, we're going to show you guys exactly how it's done right here and right now. It's really simple. You pick your players anywhere between 2 to 6 players, and your players get stacked up against the other players. So let's get into it, y'all. We have some good games tonight. What do you guys want to rock with?
Good morning, good morning, Mr. Ox.
Thunder?
Good morning, Mr. Ox. How are you, sir? It's good to see you this morning. Do you mind if I take a look at that Leonard line tonight? The Knicks are in town. 26.5. I'll take the more on that very much. Thank you very much, sir.
Easy.
Thank you very much, sir. I will take the more on that.
So we're going to stick right here with this game. We got we got a Knicks and we got a Clippers pick. Real talk, is it a direction you want to go?
Jalen Brunson has been struggling to put ball in hoop lately.
But
It's been a great facilitator, though, but
yes.
I don't know. Ben Mathern's also been ass-tastic as well. Let me see. I'm going to go Brunson under for his points.
You mean less?
Yes, less. I'm usually not a lesser, but you know.
Speaking of Lester, Swiper, hold on, wait. Are we keeping tally? Because I know y'all was talking that mess.
So I'm 3-0. So whatever we started that.
Well, it would start from today on.
Swiper, have you lost?
No,
today,
I pick one.
Is that a fact?
I pick 2 players and one of them twice, and he's going over every time. I'm picking him again tonight.
So are we doing this?
Yeah, we're doing it. Like, again, we can do it. Ron, you're in the deficit. You keep getting stuff wrong on purpose.
It would start from here on, Swiper.
Wait, real talk. Did we or did we not say last week that we were keeping track from that point of that conversation on?
No, last week we said we were going to start today.
Okay, all right, cool. So Ron had a practice week. Okay, so Ron, no more trolling on the picks anymore.
No more trolling. Ox, cue it up. Show you how serious I am. Cue it up. Put that boy on there.
Who we talking about?
Put him on there.
Who we talking about, Ron? What boy he talking about?
I know who I'm talking about. Put that Canadian boy on there. See, I wasn't even going to do this today. I was going to let y'all off the hook. He's a game time decision. All right, hold on, wait. He's a game time decision. You got to stay away from that GTD. All right.
Oh, I forgot y'all play OKC. That's why you're so quiet.
Mars?
Yeah, he not going tonight.
Hold on, no, fellas. This is what we're gonna do. I'll get back to you guys in the group chat because I want to make sure it balances out so we get the same amount of picks. Everybody gets the same amount of picks every week. So we'll balance it out where everybody has their days and stuff like that. We'll get to that later. We'll talk about that on another occasion. However, as of right now, we have at least one more pick we got to make, potentially two.
Okay. Right now we got OG, Jalen Brunson, and Kawhi Leonard. Anybody else? Anybody got something?
More swiper from that game?
So this is the Clippers game.
Clippers Knicks, yeah. Where Kobe Sanders week at?
Can we take a look at Cat's? I know I already picked one, but can we take a look at Cat's rebounding tonight?
I mean, that boy Kobe Sanders, sorry as hell, boy.
Cat's
12 and a
rebounds.
half.
12 and a half? I actually do like that.
Oh my gosh,
That's a lot of rebounds.
Yeah, 16 against the
That's what he
Lakers.
do, though. That's
Yeah,
what
I mean,
do.
no, he be clean line.
He cleans glass.
Mhm.
I've always said that about Cat. The one thing that I can
Oh my
attest to Cat,
gosh.
he will get on the glass. 12 and a half rebounds against the Clippers.
man.
Yeah, I'll take that. If that's me, I'll definitely take the more on that. I think I can get 13 rebounds out of Cat tonight. Yes.
Anybody else want anything else? Or we good?
Brother, shit.
Speak now.
What if
Forever
I
hold
do
your
it?
peace.
I kind of want to do it for fun, but like this would be the wildest one I've had so far.
Which is
Please give me more. And this is, by the way, if I lose, then I lose. But I'm saying this is a shot in the dark. But I think if you look at the last 5 games, it might hit. Give me more points and rebounds, 24.5.
On who?
Brandon Podziemski.
Pods.
What? Pods ain't
brother.
playing in this game, Swap. You ain't finna mess up our slip.
Yeah,
Pods is averaging 19 and 7 over the last 5
Pods don't
games.
play for the Knicks or the Clippers.
But
I don't hate that pick, Swiper.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was doing an extra pick.
I don't hate that pick.
But
Swiper.
Pods don't play for the Knicks or the Clippers.
Against Utah too. Yeah, I don't hate that, Swiper. I don't.
I don't think.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Oh,
chill,
if
you're not.
they're
Chill, you're not
playing
hearing me.
No, I heard you.
Pods
This
don't-
is-
Did we get OG? Did you get OG already? Or you know?
Yeah,
you
of
didn't
course,
OG?
of course, I got OG.
You got
yeah.
17
I
and a
mean,
half. Did you get OG?
we got 4 picks. I don't, you know. I
What's
took.
We can
with
leave it there. We can
Benedict
leave it there.
15 and
We
a
can leave
half?
it there.
Benedict or Darius, one of those two gonna go more.
Oh, boom, Darius, let's go.
All right. Any promotions?
Checking right now. Matchup Monday. 50%
Matchup Monday.
boost,
I
yeah.
like it. 50% boost. I'll take it.
Take
How
the
kind of
50%
you,
boost.
Splash Sports. A 50% boost? Yeah, indeed, we'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
You got any hockey picks, Mars? Or
Ooh, actually, that's good. That's a good one. That's a good question.
Actually,
Yeah, the player. Just so you know, Miles, the Players Championship is coming up really soon too. So,
I don't know what that is.
and the Masters is next month.
my dog Luke Cooley.
I'm
All right,
gonna
well,
save
Greg,
y'all from
did
yourself.
the
I'm gonna just
deal go
save y'all
down?
from yourself.
We get a deal?
Leonard.
All right, well, $20 turns into $7.50. It doesn't get too much better than that. This is right here on Splash Sports. Kawhi Leonard, we're going more on his points, 26.5, courtesy of Chill. OG Anunoby, we're going more on his PRA, 23.5, courtesy of Big Ox. Jalen Brunson, 24.5 points. He will be our Lester today. We're going less with him, courtesy of Real Talk. Karl Anthony Towns, 12.5 rebounds. We're going more on that, courtesy of Chill and the panel. And last, but maybe least, we got Darius Garland going more than 15.5 points, courtesy of the panel. That's how we rocking today. If you like our picks, go ahead and take them, make you some money on the side as well. But in the meantime, in between time, make sure that you use code CHOICE, because when you're a first-time user, not only will you get $50 when you play 5 back instantly, but you will also get a 50% boost on top of the 50% boost that we just used for Matchup Monday. Splash Sports has the highest payouts and the biggest multipliers in the industry. Why would you leave money on the table by going elsewhere? Download the Splash Sports app and make the most money possible for the basketball knowledge that you have. We'll see you guys in the winner's circle because that's typically where we end up at. But as of right now, we got super chats. Before we get to those super chats, well, no, you know what? We'll circle back around and we'll talk.
Can we get to the
more about-
relevant one real quick that just popped up so we can end the football segment from Starscream?
What football segment? There ain't no football segment.
I know, but it's just for the sake of time since we just brought it up.
Well, Stars Cream 11203 became a member today. So shout out to Stars Cream. Why are you making that face, Real Talk? Stars do cream.
Pause.
And
Star Scream, not Stars Cream, Ron.
are you sure?
Star Cream.
Yeah.
Star Cream.
Star Scream, because I think your name is Stars Cream.
No.
Please clarify with us in the chat what your name actually is. But Star Scream said, that's interesting, Swiper. Josh Allen had a better 23 season than Lamar with more yards and more touchdowns, but you had no issue with Lamar winning that MVP. Plus, unlike Lamar, Allen is actually a playoff riser.
This is why I know narratives are very important to people, because it's not actually based.
No,
on
you just got
reality.
cooked. Ain't no narratives. You got cooked.
Because if you remember anything
Head
about
on
me
a
at all,
spike.
if you remember anything about me at all at that point, I actually didn't say Lamar or him should have won MVP. If there was a quarterback that should have won MVP that year, it should have been Dak Prescott.
With Dak, he was talking
The
about
person
Dak.
who
That's
should have won MVP that year was Christian McCaffrey. That was the actual answer that I had for that point. But
First
running
of
backs
all-
don't win MVP awards. So that's the difference. It's like I actually said, period. It should have been CMC, and then it was Dak. But then, but I guess because I'm a Lamar fan, I think he should have won every
Well,
single year.
the one Lamar got should have been Saquon Barkley's then, right?
Let's get out of here, dude. You said what?
Get out now! I gotta go.
No, why I wasn't talking
now
to
you
you.
want
I
to
wasn't
kick
talking
me
to you.
out the crib.
I wasn't talking to you, Ox. What did you say?
Damn! You kicked Lake Show.
Yeah, who
Sorry.
made Lake Show?
You kicked Lake Show of all people.
What?
Yep.
Just because he
Yep,
disagreed.
yep.
This
You
ain't
being a
your
dictator?
swiper. This ain't your Twitter, bro. Stop
No,
kicking
that's
out
cool,
the chat.
bro. That's cool, bro. That's cool, bro. Keep moving, bro. What'd you say, Ox?
Lake Show.
Banning
We'll
Lake
get you
Show
back in
Jerry
here.
is crazy.
Of all people to
That's
ban
fine,
Lake
bro.
Show, is
That's cool.
fire,
That's cool.
Swiper.
That's cool.
Oh, man,
You know what?
Power tripping.
You know what I realized? You will
What's that?
troll. You will troll to the death when I do stuff. But Chill does the same thing. Like there's reasons you get.
And I be saying, I be telling Chill to chill with that too.
You get exhausted. People follow you from platform to platform, lying and saying things about your name. It's just I'm just gonna get rid of it.
I told you and
It is
Chill
a
to
privilege.
your face
It
that
is a
y'all act
privilege.
like
It is
that
a
y'all
privilege.
act like
It is
y'all
a
act like
privilege.
Draymond and Russell Westbrook
That's
kicking people
fine,
out
Ox.
the
That's
kicking
fine,
people
Ox.
out the arena.
Shout out to you, brother. Yep, you're more of a man than I
Lake
am.
Show
bro.
ain't even like a.
Well, this
he
ain't about
even
being
like
a
to
man,
call
Swipe.
you
I
out
ain't
No,
your
saying
it's
all
real
that.
talk. It's everywhere.
Hey,
bro.
Swipe,
Shout
but
out
don't
to you.
He don't
sugarcoat
even
this
like
shit.
call you out your name.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I really don't care.
sugarcoat
Like
this
real
shit.
talk is a
Some
troll,
dudes in the
and
chat.
Ox is trolling.
All
But
of you
shout out to them,
dudes.
bro.
I'm not
not
trolling.
trolling.
I'm dead serious.
man,
You know,
That's
I'm
cool.
serious.
I
yeah.
agree.
I'm
That's
saying
your
this. Y'all
imperative.
face.
Shout out to
Every
you all.
last one of y'all.
Shout out to you
All of
all.
you
Yeah,
dudes
shout out
in
to
the
you
chat.
all, bro.
That's
That's how y'all want to
Man,
live.
Lake Show ain't hurt
Every
nobody.
one of y'all.
All right.
Anyways, forget about that. I just want to say that if Christian McCaffrey was supposed to win Josh Allen's, then Saquon
MVP.
Barkley was supposed to win Lamar Jackson's. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's not a terrible take.
That's it. That's what I'm saying.
All right, the next super chat is from Hezo Mello Jello. Hezo Mello said, "What's up, y'all? I need JJ to give Adu and Chris Manning some minutes. And I knew they start this Lakers better without LeBron convo. Oh, I knew they would start this Lakers are better without LeBron convo when they just played the Pacers and the Knicks literally shot so bad, went 7 minutes without a bucket. So are the Lakers better without LeBron?
I don't know. Morris,
No,
got
they
anything
are
on
not.
this?
Anybody?
No, they are not. They are not better without him. No, they're not. No.
I'm
I
not gonna
think
say that they're better
Austin
without
Reeves
him.
gives them more when LeBron's not around. And I don't know if Austin Reeves is more impactful than Bron when he's hot as opposed to when Bron. I don't know, man. I can't say you're better without LeBron. He just brings something else to the table, like his IQ and everything. But I don't know, Chill. I think people just, you know what it is? I think it's just people see Bron and they still want Bron. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just like
That is
he's
a
just
fact.
not the same guy. But he's still better than most people, though.
Yeah. And I do think
Also,
that he does make them a better team. Now, are they a champions? Let's be clear what the difference is between a better team and a championship team. They're not a championship team, but they are a better team when he's on the floor. I do think that. But in terms of them winning the NBA championship with him, no, I don't think so. I'm not going that far. Mm-mm.
I think that there's a fitting issue with when all three of them are playing together. So they probably function a little bit better as a team because then you're able to, like, Rui started for LeBron in last game, And so when you have like somebody who's shooting 40+% from three out there with Luka and Austin Reeves, that kind of makes more sense than somebody who's shooting like 30% from three and is not willing to take spot up threes. But I'm not going to say like, oh, we're necessarily better. But I will also say he's not performing to his contract, which is something that people have been kind of saying. LeBron fans, see, this is what's funny about LeBron fans, right? They were screaming to the top of the hills in like 2022 when we got Russ that, oh, it's not necessarily like Russ isn't good at basketball. It's the fact that he's making $44 million and he's not living up to the contract. But like, that's now LeBron James, just for everybody. LeBron James is the highest paid player on the Lakers currently right now,
By the way,
and he's like the third best player. So doesn't really add up, in my opinion. We need to, use those resources next year to fill out the rest of the roster.
I really didn't like that signing, that trade, but I was like, it's James, so I think he can make it work. Boy, was I wrong. I was like, James can make it work. He can figure this out. No. I couldn't have been more wrong about that one. No.
All right, the next super chat is from Jordan Reed. Jordan said, New York Knicks mollywopped the Denver Nuggets last Friday. Crazy work, but looking at West standings and the way that Denver's looking through injuries and schedule, am I crazy to say they might be in the play-in? Because Phoenix is 2.5 games back from the 6th seed. My house has the temperature changed.
Denver's spiraling right now. They're spiraling right now.
The question, Swipe, is how significant is this sprained ankle with Jamal Murray? Because it looked bad. It did. It looked really bad.
Well, he might play tonight. So I mean, it might not end up being that bad, but it definitely was one of those like they played a total of 5 minutes together with the starters for the first time since November 12th. They were +7, and then he got hurt. So it was just like, it's just been that year. It's been that year, bro. I don't know what to tell you. It's really been that year. Everybody's been hurt at this point. Everyone's been hurt. But he might play tonight because apparently it's not that bad.
Knicks by 38 because Jamal Murray went down.
No.
Well, actually, that margin, yes. But
no, I think probably mostly had to do with they went 2 of 26 from 3 through 3 quarters. That's probably mostly
what were the Knicks?
I don't know, brother. I don't know.
I'll tell you what the Knicks were. Real talk. They was on the shoulders of OG Anunoby.
Yeah, OG was cooking too.
Actually, they weren't just on the shoulders of OG Anunoby. So watching that game, real talk, the problem that the Denver Nuggets had, the biggest problem that the Denver Nuggets had, it was at the rim. Mitchell Robinson started the game 7 for 8. And not only did he start the game 7 for 8 around the basket, they consistently, and I'm going to say this, they consistently put Joker in drop, and they went after him, and he couldn't do anything. Now, I'm going to say this to you, Swiper. I don't think that Joker, for lack of trying, isn't a good defender because he really tries. He just can't play defense. When I'm talking about at the rim, when I'm talking about guarding the rim, when I'm talking about moving his feet laterally, he's actually trying to play defense. He's just not good at it. That's the biggest problem that we have with this guy. Because when I'm watching Mitchell Robinson dive to the rim and Joker in the deep drop that he's in, and now he can't recover when Jalen Brunson is attacking him, and then he just throws it to the rim. He can't guard Mitchell Robinson or putbacks because he's in such no man's land. It's just so difficult for him as a defender. I'm not going to say easy. Easy isn't the word. It's not nearly as difficult to attack Joker defensively as it would be any other guy because he's so slow-footed, both laterally and forward and backwards. It's just, I think that was the worst thing. It started with Mitchell Robinson just being dominant around the rim.
Yeah, we don't have to have the whole, wherever you are on that side, whatever side of the fence you're on, that's what side of the fence you're on at this point. But, some people think that the problem was they couldn't hit a 3 by the third quarter. Others may think, I don't know, wild guess, y'all, maybe it's also because you gave up 105 points through 3 quarters as well. I don't know. But
that's definitely a problem too. Definitely.
Yeah. But hey, you missed threes, I guess.
I mean, I don't think that, and I'm up here saying at times that I think the Denver Nuggets can win the NBA championship. I don't know how seriously, and I'm not as strong on that, number one, because of the injuries. And number two, I can't take a team that gets blown out on their home floor by 40 that serious. I want to. I very much want to see this team whole, because I think when they are whole, they are very much a championship contender, if not the best team in the Western Conference. But to get smoked on your home floor, that injury to Jamal Murray had nothing to do with the Knicks getting whatever they wanted on offense. That injury had nothing to do with the Knicks getting whatever they didn't have to work nearly as hard on defense, because Joker was basically the only bucket getter out there. Nobody else was really doing anything. They had the rest of them dudes boxed up. So I'm still on this Nuggets train. I'm not going to argue that point, Swiper. I'm just not as confident as I was a couple of months ago due to injury and the fact that Joker is being singled out as a defender that they go after, and he is food.
Does anybody fight that? All right. The verdict is out. The Nuggets are food.
Oh, wait, can we answer the super chat though? Do y'all think there's a real possibility Denver ends up in the play-in, Mars?
To look at their schedule and Phoenix's schedule.
So I'm looking at Phoenix's schedule right now, Mars. So for the rest of the season, Phoenix has tomorrow. They got Milwaukee. They actually go on a 6-game road trip. So they're in Milwaukee tomorrow. They're in Denver. Denver. They're in Indiana on Thursday. The next night they're in Toronto. That Monday they're in Boston. Tuesday that next night they're in Minnesota, and then Thursday they're in San Antonio. So this 6-game road trip is going to be huge.
It looks like they're 3-3, maybe 4-2 in that one.
Denver's next 4. Today they got OKC. Wednesday they have the Rockets. Thursday, so on the back-to-back, they have the Spurs. Then Saturday they have the Lakers.
But I mean, we already know Denver has the toughest strength of schedule from here on.
Yeah,
it's possible, especially if Jamal's not whole and Aaron Gordon, you have to bring him back into the fold. Peyton Watson whenever he's back. It's possible. I wouldn't bet on it, but it's possible.
Is it ridiculous? I mean, we've seen this movie before with these guys, not just Denver, but in the Western Conference, where, I mean, the play-in tournament from the 3rd seed is like separated something crazy by, like, I don't know, 3 games. If you look at what's going on right now in the standings, so in the Western Conference, from 3 to 7, 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota has a bad week, and Phoenix ends up running the table on these 6 games. Minnesota could fall right back to the 6 or 7 spot. That could happen. That's where we are. From 3 to 7 are separated by 3 games. You could be hosting a playoff series 1 minute, and in the next minute, your ass could be fighting for your playoff life.
And Phoenix now has Devin Booker back too. So they just had a big win last night against Charlotte. Mars, I think Jalen Green is the first player I've ever seen score 20 in the first half and get benched in the second. But salute to him. But big win for Phoenix last night.
Yes.
Phoenix is like why I think the play-in is stupid, because they're like 5 games up on Golden State and they're going to have to be in a play-in. It's like, this is clearly a playoff team in the West.
Like,
and now they're going to have to play single game eliminations. And they might potentially lose. That might be an experience thing. Steph might come back for that game. Like, they might lose in the play-in. But they've been a playoff team in the West. Like, there should be like some level of discretion. Like, you should be able to see, the 7 seed is 5 games up on the 8 seeds. They're a playoff team. Like, you should be able to like acknowledge that. But
they're only 4.5 more, and Golden State plays Utah tonight. So
yeah, Podziemski more than 24.5 points and rebounds, right? Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, all I'm saying is like the Golden State has a pretty. I was looking earlier. They got a pretty easy schedule these next couple weeks, and so they could close the gap.
Easy schedule, you
think?
Yeah,
they might.
Golden State has been looking impressive. It's not
easy, but like it's not. It's balanced.
For them, I mean, this ain't the Golden State. This isn't the Golden State of old. This is old Golden State. Like, other than Utah and Chicago, like Minnesota should beat them. They got to go to New York. They're gonna lose that. They should beat Washington. They got to go to Boston. They're gonna lose there. They got to go to Detroit. They're gonna lose there. They got to go to Atlanta. Atlanta should beat them. Dallas.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Dallas, I think Dallas.
Chill. Golden State is all dependent on when Steph Curry gets back. I mean, that's That's
Atlanta,
really
Dallas,
their last
Brooklyn,
hope.
Washington.
Yeah, Porzingis said he thinks he should be healthy from now on.
I believe it when I
Cena.
see it.
Me too, Ron. Yep. Show it to me.
They've been competing though lately, even without Seth. Like they went all the way down to the wire with OKC this week. Like I've kind of been liking what I've seen from them lately, even in some of the losses. Like they're getting better as a unit. And if you add Steph Curry to that mix, I mean, I wouldn't want to play him in a play-in game.
Is it time to move on? Since you brought that up, real talk, in terms of them being competitive as a young group, like, is it time to move on with the young guys and see what we can get in the draft?
I mean, it's definitely time to move on from Draymond. That's screaming this year. Like, hey, trade. Like
Golden State's 2.5, 3 years too late on all of this stuff. Like it's clear that they're just not really concerned with that. It's they've made it apparent. I mean, Jimmy Butler tearing his ACL kind of threw a wrench in things this year.
It did.
I would say that. But I mean excluding Phoenix, because they are 4.5 games up. Those next three are all separated by one game. You know what I mean? So Golden State, they got it. They got to compete right now. They got to win because they could easily find themselves in that 10 spot behind the Clippers and Portland.
That game on April the 10th that we going to, that's a playoff seeding game.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna matter. That game is
gonna be
matter.
a big game. Yeah,
that's gonna be a huge game. We're gonna figure out if that's not the last regular season game. It's probably the last.
It's the second to last.
So that's probably gonna determine where they are in the play-in tournament, whether they're behind the Clippers or in front of them.
Hey, real talk. Be prepared to witness greatness.
I want to see Kawhi put on the show. I ain't gonna lie. I want to see it. If we witness an ass Kawhi Leonard game live,
I actually seen Kawhi Leonard live before.
Oh man,
that's one thing you're not gonna get. Like he might not go for 40, but he not going. You know what I'm saying? If the worst come to worst, it'll be a quiet 24, quiet 25. You know what I'm saying?
I'm taking him on Leonard against the Trailblazers. So when
Splash Sports
against Splash Sports, I'm taking them on Leonard when they come to town. Yes, sir.
Against Tumani, y'all know he's gonna do to him.
Swiper, what's your problem? Who did y'all end up signing, or who did you end up missing out on?
Kenneth Walker just signed with the Chiefs.
Nice.
Shout out to the Chiefs.
How much?
Hey, that's it, Ron. You got to remember, man. My life as a running back is short lived. The shelf life for a running back in the NFL, Ron, is 2.5 years. That's it. 2.5 years on average. So the Seattle Seahawks don't want to pay. I'm not going down in history, real talk, like Walter Payton or Emmitt Smith or nobody like this. We just won the Super Bowl. So you know what time it is now? I got
to get paid.
How much did he get paid?
I got to go get this bread.
It doesn't say yet. I haven't seen the number. It's probably 15, 16 mil. It's probably up there.
Shout out the Chiefs, man. They went and got him one.
Yes, sir.
All right, but fellas, we're going to move on to the next super chat from Teddy Hart. Teddy Hart said, the Lakers aren't better without LeBron, but I do believe the majority of his minutes should be with the bench unit. Start him for a few minutes, then let Luka and AR rock, bring him back with the bench, and also let him close.
I've been thinking about LeBron off the bench for the team. I know it's never going to happen, but his best minutes are when AR and Luka are off the court. Reason being, in my opinion, is when JJ brings that bench unit in, it's more of a defensive slanted lineup. That's when Vando's in the game, Marcus Smart is probably in the game. And so they're able to get stops and rebound. And LeBron is still one of the 5, that's being conservative, transition players in the league. So they get to speed up the tempo and the pace of the game because they're getting consistent stops. And they kind of get out and play with an advantage on offense. I'm not mad at it. I'm really not. But he's making $50-some million a year, so he's not going to come off the bench. So it's unfortunate.
All right, we have yet another super chat from Teddy Hart. Teddy Hart had this to say in another $20 super chat. Friendly reminder that OKC still has the number 1 seed despite most of the season missing guys like SGA. J-Dub, AJ Mitchell, Alex Caruso, and iHeart. Mark Daigneault still not even in contention for Coach of the Year. I want less narrative and more facts in awards.
Yeah, I understand that. But you got to also to Swiper's point, you got to remember Joe Mazzulla been playing without or been coaching without Jason Tatum all season too. So
all season long, that's been going on. Yes, sir. And I don't think that there's anybody that thought that Detroit would be this good. I mean, I think there's plenty of you that thought Detroit would be good, but to be the number 1 seed, and at one point they had the best record in the NBA. So I think Bickerstaff has been doing a great job with them. And Teddy, and reading your super chat, let's make sure that we're clear. You didn't say anything about Coach winning it, but him in consideration. I think a lot of times teams that win the NBA championship and come back with a really good squad, people look at them less than, as opposed to the teams like the Celtics or the Detroit Pistons with lesser talent and actually doing a better job. That doesn't take away from what Mark Daigneault is doing as a coach, because I still think he's doing a great job. But I think people look at that as, well, you're supposed to be doing that anyway.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Chief. I do want to ask y'all, because I know people are now high on Boston to come out the East. But every time we talk about the Eastern Conference team, it's just about coming out the East and not winning the championship. So I want to ask y'all, do y'all think the Celtics can win the chip this year? Like, if they come out the East, do you think they can beat whoever comes out the West between OKC, the Spurs, Minnesota, Denver?
I would be blown away if they won the NBA championship. Real talk. That would blow my mind if them dudes won the NBA championship, especially with Jason Tatum getting back in the lineup with this least amount of time, and then to have to make this deep playoff run, and for that to be as grueling as it's going to be, I would be blown away if them dudes won the NBA championship. Now, don't get me wrong. I see what they do on defense. I was watching yesterday. I think not Mark Daigneault, I'm sorry, because we just talked about him. I think Coach Mazzulla has a great scheme when it comes to defense. He blitzes, and not only does he blitz, when he blitzes, those weak side guys shoot gaps. They make players like, if you're at the top of the key, you're the guy that's going to get the basketball, and now you have to make a play. But these guys in between, whether it's a guy flashing, nope, we shooting that gap. The guy on the weak side of the floor, I'm closing out high enough where you can't beat me, and I'm forcing you to the baseline. And now we're at 5 seconds in the shot clock. And, I mean, I think that their defensive scheme has just been so good. But when we get to the playoffs, and you brought it up, when we get to the playoffs and we get deep into the playoffs, we need guys who can get buckets, and we need guys who can get buckets consistently. And my main guy has to be that guy who can do that. And I would to see them going up against the better teams in the league, I'd be blown away if I saw these dudes win the NBA championship.
What better teams? So the Celtics. If we talking about the Spurs, the Celtics should beat the hell out the Spurs.
You think they should serve them, Ox?
The Knicks should beat the hell out the Spurs.
I do think the Knicks are a bad matchup for the Spurs. They've been a bad matchup for them all year.
The Knicks and the Celtics should absolutely beat the hell out the Spurs.
Like, you think, like, what makes you think that they should dominate them? Like, not the Knicks. Let's just talk about Boston for a second. Why should they dominate the Spurs? What about the Spurs that just turns you off to them?
Why not? I don't see the Spurs being able to guard Jalen and Jason, especially Jason in June, late May. Like this, I don't see.
We're assuming that he's going to turn into that, Ox. Is that what we're
turn into? What he's already him.
No, he is not, Ox. He is not him. Don't get me wrong. He's still playing basketball, and he's still a good basketball player. Playoff basketball is way different.
That's 2.5 months. That's 10 weeks we talking about.
Right, and in those 2.5 months, what you're not anticipating, Ox, is you anticipating other teams getting better too. This ain't just about
Stephon Castle supposed to guard Jason Tatum.
I'm not.
Well, he's actually going to take care of Jaylen Brown.
He's going to be on Jaylen Brown. And I actually think he could do a good job on Jaylen Brown.
Ron, if you don't by the way, on somewhere.
Hey, Ron, you on to something? Because when I watched that game,
he ain't on the shit. That little boy can't guard Jason Tatum.
No, that's not what I'm saying, Ox. There's nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
There's nobody. There's no guys can't really. Like, when you say guarding guys, like, it's almost impossible to stop elite scorers. But if you can make it difficult on them, where night in and night out, like, yo, you're gonna have to deal with this guy. The fact that is it Coach Johnson? Is that who it is with the San Antonio Spurs?
Yes, it is, Coach.
The fact that Coach Johnson is giving Carter Bryant minutes against the Clippers now, he's looking at him going, we're going to have to see these dudes in the playoffs maybe. And if we got to see these dudes in the playoffs, I want him to be prepared for them. And if we do end up in the NBA championship, and I got another guy that I can throw at Jaylen Brown, I got another guy that I can throw at Jason Tatum, that just helps them. Basically, it's like Ox. It's like with your Sacramento Kings when you had Funderburk, right? And you had Funderburk and you had those big guys, Scott Pollard, to just throw at Shaq and give him and beat up on him to wear him down. So by the time we get to game 5, game 6, game 7, like the series is way different. And Jason Tatum, who has not played the entire season, will he be able to physically handle that?
Chill. Just like, and you said that the other day. They had Carter Bryant on the island getting spanked by Kawhi. Like
he's spanking everybody, Ox. Can you? But they lost though.
Jaylen Brown is not Kawhi Leonard though.
Yes,
no, he isn't.
Chill. Yes, because Julian Champagnie decided that he was going to turn into Steph Curry for 12 minutes of the basketball game.
That's not the first time he's done that though, Ox. That's not the first time that he's done that. We've seen.
Yeah,
Julian
Ox.
Champagnie.
I mean, Champagnie is a snipe. Like,
yes, that's not the first time.
Absolutely, I understand this, but like that has nothing to do with Carter Bryant. Carter Bryant did make a couple big plays.
Yes,
but that's like.
So if Carter Bryant making those big plays, you literally just told us about an hour ago. You told us how important making plays in the second quarter is, and making plays in the fourth quarter. Those things are the same. So a guy like Carter Bryant coming in the game for 10 minutes and making big plays, that's going to affect the game. He played in the fourth quarter too.
He played a lot of minutes. I think he played 23 that night.
Yes,
he played a lot of minutes, and a lot of those minutes he's been getting spanked. Like. That's just facts. He made a good block, caught a lob, got caught on the block, getting tortured by Brook Lopez. That's great, but like we don't got to do the thing the commentators do. Look at Carter Bryant being physical with Brook Lopez getting punished on the fucking block.
That does matter.
No, it doesn't. It does. It absolutely does not. Like I'm not giving this kid credit because he was banging with Brook Lopez, getting tortured on the block, or because he was matched up in the mid range, getting absolutely spanked by Kawhi Leonard.
But those are minutes.
And if those minutes are going to get him ready for May, then these minutes are going to get Jason Tatum ready for May.
100% they are, but also those.
And what do you like, Chill? You like in May, 10 weeks later, you like Carter Bryant? You think these preparation minutes are going to have him ready, or these preparation minutes are going to have Jason Tatum more ready? You want Carter Bryant in the mid range guarding him?
Is that the difference between what you're saying, Ox, and what I'm saying is that Jason Tatum is a much bigger piece to what they're doing.
Much bigger.
And they're going to need him way more. This piece that Carter Bryant is, now he's relieving other guys of minutes so they could come back fresher. They could come back even more prepared, as opposed to if I didn't have him, then I got to lean on Jason Tatum the whole game.
He is a non-factor. He's going to be a non-factor in that matchup. He's not going to do absolutely anything. There's nothing he can do with Jason Tatum. There's nothing he can do with Jaylen Brown. If he gets switched on Peyton Pritchard, he's cooked. If he gets switched on the block with Vooch Arcata, he's cooked. He's going to be a non-factor. I wouldn't be surprised if Mitch keeps that kid off the floor.
The fact that I'm able to give guys
non-needle mover.
The fact that I'm able to give guys a rest and I'm able to give you productive minutes, because it's not like Kawhi Leonard. It's not like Kawhi Leonard's not going to score on him. I'm not saying that, but he's also not going to be on. He's not going to be on Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown the entire night. He's going to be on other guys and cause turnovers. I'm not just out there to get fried by Jason Tatum. No, I'm also out there to be a disruptor on another level. I'm also out there to shoot gaps. I'm also out there to help rebound and give guys and relieve guys of minutes. That's going to be a big deal for that San Antonio squad. And on top of that, Foxy is way different today than what he was in December. Way better today than what he was. Not just him, but Sal. These guys are way better. Not just San Antonio, but not just Denver, but Oklahoma. I think these teams are better than what they were back then. Much better.
Ox, what are your reservations about the Spurs? Because I tend to agree that I don't really have them like being able to win a championship quite yet, because they are like really young. A lot of their players have little to no playoff experience. However, the massive problem they present for most people is that if you have any non-spacers on the court, it's going to be so hard to score on them. Like
Boston don't got that problem.
That's true. They can go to a 5-out lineup, but
Boston don't got that issue at all.
They can't play that all 48 minutes.
And look like Luka Garza maybe can hit a 3, but like Wemby won't.
They got Vooch too.
He's got a broken hand, so he won't be back until
Vooch is going to be back before the playoffs even start.
I love
Vooch will be back before the playoffs even start.
That'd be great.
So if they were to see them in the finals, he'll already be back for 6 whole weeks.
That'd be great if they could get.
Okay.
That'd be great if they could.
It's not if. He's coming back. It's just a bone in his hand. It's not no big deal. He's
so
back.
The playoffs start in about 6 weeks, which means they're getting him back now. That's what you're telling me.
No. I'm saying if Boston were to play the Spurs in the playoffs, that's going to be in the finals. Okay, so that's the you know what I'm saying. That's not until the end of May. You know what I'm saying. He's coming back early April.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like Vooch, they don't have that issue with the floor spacing situation you were talking about. Real talk. On top of that, Boston's still also a physical team as well. You know what I mean. Not only do they space the floor, but they're also physical on offense and defense. You know what I mean? But mind you, I'm only speaking on the Spurs this way because I'm high on the Spurs. I would have to be high on the Spurs to assume that they could come out the West, right? So this isn't a knock on them at all. I think the Spurs are a really good basketball team. If Denver doesn't get their shit together, the Spurs are likely to win the West in my eyes. You know what I mean? So that's
what
I'm
you have
saying.
The Spurs over OKC?
Oh yeah.
What is your thing with OKC?
Well, no, because I mean J Dub hasn't been himself at all this season. He's been in and out. He's been hurt. I think he's a very important part of their basketball team, and I think the Spurs built a roster that matches that. And that's all. It's this once again. This isn't even a knock on OKC. I just think the Spurs did all the right things. The Spurs went and got De'Aaron Fox. They drafted Dylan Harper. You know what I mean? They held on to Keldon Johnson, held on to Devin Vassell. Obviously, they got Victor Wembanyama. You know what I'm saying? They went and got Luke Cornett. I think the Spurs did all the right things to be able to compete with OKC, and I think we've seen that this season. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. They be beating their ass. You know what I mean?
I do think the Spurs are the best matchup for OKC, but I just have OKC being able to beat everybody else convincingly, kind of in the West. But
I don't think OKC beats. I don't think OKC beats the Spurs or a healthy Denver. If Denver is healthy, if AG is playing good basketball where he is, I assume that Denver should come out the West.
AG can't save Jokic this year.
I disagree. Right. AG can save anybody.
Shit, not against that boy. Not against
SGA.
Who
you talking about?
SGA.
Oh, against SGA. I thought you were talking about Wemby.
Yeah, and even Chet too. Like it's too much going on in OKC. Like they are going to find a way to pick on Jokic.
Yeah,
I mean, I think a lot of the upper echelon teams in the West have kind of figured that out. To be honest with you,
just pick on him. I mean, that's a great game plan.
If we can spread the court correctly, and kind of put their help defense in a compromising position and have good spacing around like the 2-man game when we do want to go to it. I mean, he provides little to no resistance. And that's
Chill. Is there? I want to ask y'all a question. Serious question. Is there a scenario in the playoffs, specifically against OKC or San Antonio? Is there a scenario in the playoffs where Jokic could actually be played off the floor with AG at the 5?
No.
Okay. So they must not be picking on him that much.
Yeah. It looks like Swiper got played off the floor. Swiper, come back. But also, too, though, it's not just SGA. Like, you got to factor in, they just got Jeremy Kane. AJ Mitchell's back tonight off of injury. J-Dub, I'm assuming he'll be back by playoff time. Like, and then I can keep going with the other guys. But I'm going to just stick with those 4 guys because I will probably say that they're their best ISO scorers. Like, that's going to be tough when you have a majority of those guys. So let's say you go a lineup with AJ Mitchell, SGA, J-Dub, even J-Dub at the 4, Chet at the 5. Like, that's going to be tough for Jokic to, move around on defense, move his feet off the ball, come switch on the ball, and prevent a guy from getting downhill on him. Or even if he's just sagging off. So those guys hitting step back threes, all of that stuff, it's just going to be tough. And, like, the games that I've been watching with Jokic, it just does not look good. And I don't think Aaron Gordon can save him. I really
So
do.
Ron, you got OKC as your favorite to come out the West?
Yeah. I got OKC winning the championship until further notice.
Mars, what about you? Who you got? Who's your favorite to come out the West? OKC?
No, yeah, San Antonio.
Spurs Pistons.
Yeah,
Yeah, Spurs Pistons.
Spurs in Detroit. Mars ain't trolling. No, he said that. He said that.
He's taking it back to 05, baby.
He said that. He said that. Mars, if I'm not mistaken, you
We
said
might be
that.
taking it back to 07. It might be Spurs Cleveland.
Nah.
That I don't think that's.
05, but we lost the 05. But
Well,
Hey,
speaking of the
what
East,
about
fellas,
13? What about 13-14?
Just so you know, Mars, in 07, it was the lowest rated.
oh hell
finals.
no!
Yeah, Mars. Spurs Miami.
Hey, Ox, I'm glad you brought that up.
Hey,
Speaking
shit,
of the
99
East,
Spurs Knicks.
we're going to go ahead and
Yeah.
take it back out to the East. We're going to get back to the title of the show. So we talked about the top 6 teams for the most part. We talked about the Knicks. We talked about the Celtics. We talked about the Pistons, Cavs, the Raptors, and the Magic. We're going to talk about the 4 playing teams in the East and whether they actually do have a shot to make it out the East or just the potential for them to make a run in the East. Ox brought up the Miami Heat. They are one of the hottest teams, not only in the East, but in the NBA. The Miami Heat are on a 5-game winning streak. They got busy this past weekend, beat the Hornets, and they're looking good. 8-2 in their last 10 games. Talk to me about the Miami Heat. Can they make a deep run in the East or even potentially come out?
They got Eric Spoelstra, yeah.
That's the difference, Ox. I think
Tyler
that's
Hero looking good.
He is.
Tyler always
He's
looks good.
cool or whatever.
Nah, I had my concerns with the new offense, but he doing his thing. That's really it. He doing his thing. He better than Norman Powell.
I don't think that would, to be honest.
I don't know
with
if that's a hot take or not.
No, it's
but he's
not.
better
No,
than
that's
Norman
not out there
Yeah.
for
No.
sure.
I mean, they got both of them, so it's like,
Injuries
you know.
injuries have a tendency, Mars, to distort people's vision and make them forget about what another guy actually is or was. Even when that guy comes back, you kind of forget how good this other guy was. Like Tyler Hero, yes, the bucket getter, yeah, he is better than Norman Powell. I'm not going to argue that, but I think that I think Jaime Jaquez is the best rotation player in the game. I think he's winning 6th man of the year. The fact that they are, and I'm trying to Swiper. I'm trying to work over here. I don't know what you're doing, bro, but I'm trying to work over.
I heard Jaime Jaquez is best rotation player in the game.
Yes, I think Jaime Jaquez is the best rotation player in the game. I think that he comes in, and I don't think that there's a guy in the league that gives his team a spark like what Jaime Jaquez has been doing for his team this season. I think he's been fantastic for the Miami Heat. I think the fact that Eric Spoelstra has now played Khalil Ware a little bit more, he actually has looked a lot better, and I think that Bam has actually gotten through to him. He seems to be on the same page with Bam. I thought his rim protection last night was fantastic, Ron. To be honest with you, and you know how I feel about ass kickings. I did not appreciate that ass kicking last night one bit from Detroit. Like, you can't go into Miami and get blown out like you did. That can if you dudes is serious about being viable come playoff time, you can't go into Miami and get stomped by that team. And I thought that they got dominated in the paint. In addition to them getting dominated in the paint, I thought that they gave very little resistance on the wings. I thought Miami was great in transition. Jaime Jaquez in particular. I'm still not in love with their point guard situation. I do think that they can upgrade at that. I think that the Euro may be that. I think the Euro may be their answer long-term to their point guard situation. I'm not sure, but I don't love their point guard situation right now. And that was without Norman Powell and Andrew Wiggins last night. But yesterday afternoon. Yeah, but I like what this group is doing. I like the fact that they're putting together a streak. Bam has actually been a lot more of a scorer lately, and I like the fact that he's been aggressive. And it's working for them. It is working for them. I would be surprised if they made a deep playoff run, but I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up a little bit higher, like the 4 or 5, like the 5.
Well, they're currently in position to get the 5 seed with the Raptors because the Raptors are spiraling a little bit.
I think that they would give. I think that they would, if they ended up in the 5 seed. I think that they would give Cleveland a run for their money in that round 1. And I don't think it's ridiculous to think that they could take that to 6 or 7 games. I don't think that's ridiculous at all. And when you get into Game 7, we all know what can happen in Game 7. So,
yeah, Miami's a scary team in the East. I think they can give anybody a run for their money.
I don't know about anybody, Ron.
Who can they not chill?
Let's chill out with the anybody.
Who can they not chill?
Like, I mean, I'm not saying that every team, or like for example, if you look at the landscape of the East, like if they got into a 7-game series with Detroit, I mean, is that a 6-7 game series? It shouldn't be. Like Detroit should handle it.
Depends on how Detroit's shooting the ball.
Right. Like if they ran up on Boston should handle them.
Should they?
Like
because it's been other years where Boston should have handled Miami. It's been a few years where Boston should have handled Miami.
Yep.
And they didn't.
I mean, Khalil Ware, Bam, Wiggins, Davion, obviously Hero. Like, no, I mean, they kind of got a squad, bro. Like, if they
do, they kind of
they're hooping right now too. Like, they have a defensive ceiling to them too, bro. Like, I'm just not. I mean, I'm watching the Heat play as a recent, bro. Tyler is getting to it. Like, there's a world where,
Well, you've always been high on him, Swiper. He's always been a bucket getter. Let's be clear about that. He's always been a bucket getter. But with that being said, I mean, talent. When you get to the playoffs,
who got more talent?
They got. I to be honest with you,
that's what I'm asking. Well, Tatum's playing, so obviously that's a.
I think that makes up for a lot of the lack of talent that the Boston Celtics have. But in terms of the system, I think what they're doing in Boston is a lot better than what they're doing in Miami. And
are we discussing Boston and Miami like in a series?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why wouldn't
the Celtics are they're
I think they handle them. I do. I think that they handle them. Because Ron said who gives them who do they not give them a run for their money? I think the Celtics handle them in 5 games, Ron. I do. No. I think the Celtics straight handled them dudes in 5 games.
That is belt.
Yes.
Jimmy's not over there anymore. But there's no Jimmy Butler in Miami anymore. So.
The Knicks. I mean, I think that it could be like a 5-6 game dogfight, but I think that the Knicks handle them too. Yes. I think the Knicks would handle them too.
I just feel like summarily dismissing the Heat is always it's not paid off well. Whenever they've been healthy in the playoffs, they've been a beast to beat.
Yeah,
they just weren't healthy 2 years ago when they lost. No, but I'm saying
have that quality of player over there anymore.
No, but I don't think they're as star driven as that. I do think there's something to their pieces. Like this year, Bam is playing very well as of late. I think Andrew Wiggins obviously is playing super well. Tyler Hero wasn't available obviously in the last couple of runs they've had. He's playing very well right now. They do have a very nice bench. It does matter. I think that they have Khalil Ware and Bam Adebayo that can play with, or just one on the court at each time. I'm just saying, like, I would not, if you told me they're up 2-1 in the series, I mean, that's just not out of the realm of possibility.
It is.
They have a lot of really good pieces as well. I think the Davion Mitchell, like, Bam core with Wiggins is also good too. Like, they're also they're a really good team. Again, like winning a series is going to be a problem, but saying they're going to be competitive in series, I don't have any issue with that at all. Especially how they're playing.
I don't necessarily think that you have to be star driven, because you know how I feel about the star driven teams today, Swiper. But I mean, with my star being better than yours, especially in that series with the Heat and the Celtics, yeah, I'm going to take the Celtics star over.
I mean, I'll take the Celtics to win as well. But yeah, for sure.
Miami is getting absolutely throttled in a series against the Celtics this year. They don't stand a chance. We're just going to act as if Jimmy Butler was not the X factor for Miami in those playoff runs when they were making it deep. The only reason why they beat Milwaukee is because Jimmy Butler had a game going for 50 plus and then another 40 plus. That's no longer over there. When they were playing Boston and they were competing with Boston, it's because Jimmy Butler was all of a sudden having these 40-point, 8 rebound, 8. That's no longer over there. That they're getting mollywopped by the Celtics. Not even close. They're getting beat max 5 games. This is ridiculous that we're even talking about.
They should serve them, Swiper. They should 100% serve them dudes.
I want to see this series. I absolutely want to see this series because I do think Miami gives them a run for their money. I think that we sleeping on the Tyler Hero, Norman Powell duo, them just getting buckets. Like they want to shoot it out, and they can shoot it out. We sleeping on Bam and Khalil, big man duo.
I don't know if we're sleeping on them, Ron. I'm not sure that we're sleeping on them though. Sleeping on them isn't the word that I would use more than if I'm looking at the Celtics.
When it gets there, I might be willing to put some money on it. Like for real, I really might be.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, depending on them odds, man, put a couple hundred on Miami. As long as your bills is paid, man, I'm telling you. Because my thing, Tyler Hero and Norman Powell shoot it out with anybody. I think.
No, they can't. No, they cannot shoot it out with anybody. No,
Well, they can't shoot it out with Clay and Steph, but anybody in the NBA today, you know what I'm saying? Any who in the East can't they shoot it out with?
Well,
That's the point I'm making. Ox.
who are they going to get into a shootout with? Like, there aren't any teams.
Well, what you think of Donovan Mitchell and James Harden or something?
Yes, I think that they get served by them dudes. Served. I think that I think they dump truck them.
That's actually a series I would like to see though this year, Cleveland Miami. I would like to watch that series. I can't pick. It's probably better money to go with Miami. I mean Cleveland. But then again, while you think about Jaime Jaquez off that bench, you think, man, I'm taking Miami.
But and you just seen what Miami did to Detroit, and I know you guys are gonna say, "Oh, Detroit's not Cleveland or Detroit's not the Celtics." They did that last night, beat the hell out of them. They didn't have no Andrew Wiggins, no Norman Powell, no Nikola Jovic, no Simone Fontecchio. Like they did it without four guys that are rotational.
Yeah, no Jovic. That's who we hanging a hat on.
Jovic is a good player.
Chill. So you saying that about Jovic, but Carter Bryant out here getting much respect.
You don't think Jovic is a good player?
Every time I see Nikola Jovic, he has 6 points, 4 rebounds, and 3.
He's a rotational player.
Carter Bryant just had 5 points and 3 rebounds the other night.
Carter Bryant. What you arguing with me for?
The reason why I'm arguing Carter, the reason why I was arguing for Carter Bryant was because
Chill be picking and choosing when he want to mess with a role player or something.
No, I'm not picking and choosing.
Like Carter Bryant changes the whole series, but Jovic is just he's just chopped liver.
Okay, who I'm watching, as opposed to Carter Bryant, defensively, way different than what Jovic brings offensively. Jovic, if you take Jovic out as a shooter, he ain't giving you nothing else. Carter Bryant can actually give me, and he can give me energy. If you take
Jovic out as a shooter, if you take Carter Bryant off as a shoot the gap guy?
No, but you can't.
He's a shoot the gapper.
No, but you can't. No, it's not just shooting gaps. It's the other stuff. It's the 50.
Then what is he doing? Getting cooked in ISO?
You can't. I'm sorry, by Kawhi Leonard. Meanwhile,
by anybody.
Not by anybody.
I'm talking about anybody worthy of this conversation.
So anybody worthy of this conversation is roasting him. That I'm not going at that. Jovic, on the other hand,
Jovic cooking Carter Bryant in ISO.
No, he is not. And not only do I not think that. I think that what Carter Bryant brings, the 50-50 stuff, the in-between stuff, the extra possessions, that stuff right there, I think is more valuable than Jovic making shots. Because if he's not making shots, then we can take him out of the series. We can take him out of games. We've seen that before with him. A rookie
fine, chill. Carter do better than Jovic. Fine. That's I don't even want to do all that because I'm kind of, you know what? I would probably take Carter Bryant over Jovic. That's fine. That's fine. What I'm saying is this. The important part is this. They're not neither one of these dudes are going to
Jovic is better than Carter Bryant right now, by the way.
Cool. Either way. I'm saying Carter Bryant does bring energy, hustle plays, things that matter, right? So let me not make it seem like I'm just knocking Carter Bryant because you know what I'm saying. I like the young fella, right? I do, honestly, I do. What all I'm saying though, Chill, is that neither one of these dudes are real needle movers for you to just throw Nikola Jovic to the side, just kick him to the curb like a can, but then big up Carter Bryant. That was my only point to that. Like I think the other guys on Miami are just as good, if not better, than a lot of the other guys on these other teams. On top of that, they're being coached by Eric Spoelstra, who knows how to utilize them, who empowers them to help his team get better. So that's why I'm bringing up these guys: Jaime Jaquez, Jovic, Davion Mitchell, all these guys, even Fontecchio. And y'all know I don't really care much for Fontecchio. You know what I'm saying? But these dudes are going to be empowered because they have a coach like Eric Spoelstra. Shout out to Mitch Johnson. But Eric Spoelstra knows how to utilize the other guys like no coach I've ever seen.
And I can say the same thing.
Was Miami hurt last year?
No, they just got mopped by Cleveland.
They just got mollywopped.
Yeah, they got run.
They lost every game by 600.
Why are you bringing up last year?
They got mopped so bad, no one actually watched the series.
Nobody watched the goddamn.
They didn't have Norman Powell last year either.
Miami's a better team this year
than they were this year.
Khalil Wells not as
That's fine, but they were healthy. That's it. They were healthy.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's cool. But they didn't have Norman Powell, and Khalil Ware wasn't,
And Jaime Jaquez is two different people from this year.
Jaime Jaquez did have a down season last year too.
I just value
Norman is the
That's really it.
difference between getting mollywopped by Cleveland and beating or competing with Boston.
No, I actually think the difference
Norman
is actually
Norman
having
is
a
a huge
competent
difference.
defensive ceiling, which they do have now, and having offensive players that can get to it. If
What
you
is
need
their
to.
defense?
No, facts.
Well, I mean,
Absolutely.
I don't know why you do that, real talk. Because every time you do that, you just show that you don't actually watch this team, which is fine. You don't watch Miami, but I do think them having.
No, you're not going to accuse me of something because I disagree with you. Just state your dumbass point, and then we can move on.
Saying facts,
Go ahead.
real
Yeah,
talk.
Miami's going to compete with Boston. I got it.
You're not
I got it.
offering an opinion. You're
No, I
just
got it.
whenever
No,
I think
because
something
my
up,
opinion
you're
is
saying
your
that.
opinion is god awful.
No, but
That's
I'm
my
making
opinion.
an assessment
That's
based
my
on the
opinion.
basketball. I'll make an
That's my
assessment.
opinion.
That's fine.
I'm
I'll make
talking
an assessment
basketball
based
as
on
well.
the
I'm just
basketball.
more directing.
As you continue
Your
to talk about
opinion is
me and
god-awful.
things that I'm talking
That's my
about,
opinion.
let me talk about why Miami has a chance. I think the other side of this is them having an opportunity to put Khalil Ware, Bam, Wiggins, and Davion on the floor. I think that's going to matter a lot for them. And I think the issue is that they do have a Norman Powell. They do have a Tyler Hero. They do have offensive players they can utilize. It doesn't mean they're going to win the series. But you know what I mean? Shout out to y'all, man. Like, cool. Ron, we can just not talk about basketball at all. Like, I just
You
go
haven't
back
been
to
talking about basketball all day.
I've been letting y'all talk. Y'all been yapping about like just random things. So I've been letting y'all cook. Go ahead.
About random things. We're talking about the Eastern
But
Conference.
I'm talking about I'm talking about the series. You asked a question. I'm bringing up the Heat. That's what we're doing.
Brought up and
I don't think saying that they had Jimmy Butler in 23 and then saying they don't have Jimmy Butler now, it's like a salient point. They obviously don't have the same player. That's not going to be how they win basketball games.
It is a salient point because he was the reason why they were winning playoff series. Majority.
I just value really quickly, Ron. Ox, you made a valid point about both Jovic and Brian. I just value when the playoffs start. I value guys that do that in between stuff because that's the stuff that's going to win ball games. Because I know that my stars are going to be stars. So more times than not, this guy is going to cancel this guy out. What I mean when I say this guy is going to cancel this guy out, I don't mean he's going to shut him down. I don't mean he's going to outplay this guy. If I get 28 and 13 from Shaq, I'm going to get 27 and 12 from Tim Duncan. That's going to cancel out that production. The difference is going to be, what am I going to get from Robert Horry? What am I going to get from Derek Fisher? What am I going to get from Bryant Shaw? Guys like that. And I think about Carter Bryant coming into the game and giving me 10, 15 minutes of just energy and defense. That could be the difference in us winning a game, because if we stay close, or even if we stay close, if we get a turnover or extra rebound here, that could be the difference in us winning ball games. That's why I love guys like that. I feel like guys like Jovic can get taken out of a series because he doesn't do the in-between stuff nearly as much as Carter Bryant does.
All right, fellas, we're going to move on to the next team in the East. The next team that I want to talk about is the Philadelphia 76ers.
I'm going to list to you. Mars, I want to hear Mars, because Mars is the Joel Embiid Philadelphia resident up here. Mars got an apartment in Philly. So I want to talk to Mars. Mars, what you think of this group?
Joel hasn't played. What do you want me to think? Joel doesn't play, they're not good. So
is it that black and white? But when he does play,
it's been that black and white he's been there for what, 10 years? It's been that the whole time. Joel doesn't play, they're not good. Every time. Regular season, playoffs, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, their record is spiraling because Joel Embiid's not playing. Also, not having Paul George has hurt. And Tyrese Maxey's out for the next 2 games as well. So yeah, things are going left.
Damn,
but if they can hover around the play-in, once everyone's back, I think Paul George is back towards the end of the month. Joel should be back from his oblique strain. Maxey be back. Then you can make yourself a little push to ultimately lose in the first round. But yeah.
Do you think there'll be a first round exit, Mars?
I mean, it's hard when you have no continuity as a team to come in and then go beat Boston or Detroit, which is what it looked like you're going to play. Because they've already fell to the 8 spot, which means that at best they're going to be a 7 seed.
Okay. They're a game and a half ahead of Atlanta in the 9th spot. I mean, they basically holding on for dear life right now.
It's just tough. It's tough to come in. Paul George going to come in, have like 4 tune-up games, and Embiid is going to play himself back into rhythm towards the end of the season. And then you got to have maybe 20 games combined between your big 3 and then go play one of the 2 best regular season teams in your conference. It's hard to say that you're going to win doing that. They're also just not that great of a team anyway. But yeah.
They're only 2 games back from the Raptors in the 5 seed. I know, like Tyrese Maxey, he hurt his finger. He's going to be out for a couple games. Let me see. The update on Joel Embiid is he'll be reevaluated next week.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
but that's reevaluated, which means
That goes back to Moses'
I mean,
point.
damn, how many more
beat up
games do they even have in the season?
They're 34 and 29, which means they've played 63. They got 19 left.
Yeah, so the regular season ends like a month, and like the 12th of April is when the regular season is. We got another month left in the regular season.
Yeah, it's just tough.
So these see, that's what I was talking about earlier. So these games right here, are y'all gonna act like these last 18 games mean more than the first 18 games of the season?
They clearly do.
No, they clearly don't. Because if you take care of business in the first 18,
18-0 in the first 18, they would be in like the 3 seed right now.
See, that's all I'm saying.
I mean, they do matter more.
No,
Just
they
because
don't. They all equal one game.
They matter more as far as all the mistakes you made through the first 60 now need to be rectified in 18 games. But if you didn't make those mistakes in the first place, you wouldn't need to rectify the situation you're in.
Yeah, so I'm not talking about in terms of the standings. Like every game matters in terms of the standings. You can't say,
all 82 games, all 82 games matter equally.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying, Ox. Like I get that in terms of the standings. Yes, technically, like a loss is a loss and a win is a win. The reason why I'm saying that the last month matters more than the first month is kind of for reasons that Mars highlighted. You build that continuity. You get like these games are more of an indication on how we're going to play in the playoffs as opposed to the first 20 games, the next 20 games, and the next 20 games. The last 20 games literally lead you right into the playoffs. If we're playing good now and we see it all the time, if a team gets hot at the end of the season, it's more of an indicator that they're going to play more that way going into the playoffs. And also, too, like, once again, like a guy might get injured, so you might not have that guy. Now you got to learn how to play in these next 20 games, and that's going to be more of an indicator on how you're going to play in the playoffs.
Right, sure, that's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. I understand that part. Yeah, I get that. I'm just saying as far as like on the record, as far as standings and where you land in the playoffs, you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. All 82 games are equal as far as that goes. But what you're talking about is something different, and I 100% agree with that. Yeah.
If the Clippers didn't start the season 5-20, would they be in the space that they're in right now?
I mean, they would be the same team, but they would have a much higher seed. They'd be like a 5.
I mean, would they be the same team, Noah? I mean, because I'm 100%. That's number one. Number two, I think that if they started the season better and played better, like the way that they've been playing over that course when you was talking about how good Leonard was and how good they were. Like, imagine they came out in the beginning of the season playing like that. Okay, now we might be able to chill at the rest of the regular season. We might not need Leonard. We might be able to sit Leonard for the last 10 games or the last 6 games of the regular season because we straight in the 4th spot. As opposed to we come out and we lose 15 of our first 20 games.
Yeah, but the games are still equal the same, is all I'm saying. Like on the standings. You know, that's all I'm saying. It's like I get what you and Ron are talking about as far as all that goes. I'm just saying like a game on a Tuesday in December means the same on your record as a game on a Saturday in March. That's all I'm saying. As far as standings go.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, really, I guess just keep track of Joel Embiid's health, the Phillies' health in general. I do want to say this though: the Sixers are 21-12 this season with Joel Embiid. That would
26-12, Ron. Is that what you just said?
21-12.
21-12. Wow.
Yeah. So that would be on pace for,
500?
I think, 53 games, 53 wins.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 52 wins, my bad. That'd be on pace for 52 wins if Joel was healthy. But once again, we'll just have to see if Joel can be healthy, when he does get healthy, and what that looks like, how long he can sustain his health, and all of that. But we got 2 more teams that I do want to talk about. The Atlanta Hawks are, in fact, believe it or not, the hottest team in the NBA right now. They have a 6-game winning streak, which is the longest in the NBA. Over their last 10, they're 7-3. They're now 33-31, just a game and a half behind the Sixers, and 2.5 games back behind from the 6th seed to get out of the play-in. How are we feeling about the Hawks? They did make some midseason trades. They brought in some guys. They reshuffled things. But it looks like things are starting to come together for them. will they be able to make any noise in the playoffs?
So 2 things, Ron. One, is the East better than what I think it is? Because to your point, Ron, you just said that they are the hottest team in the NBA. With them winning 6 straight games, they're comfortably in the 9th spot. Like they ain't move up to like 3 or something like that. Real talk.
Yeah, they were ass.
They chilling. They comfortably in the 9th spot.
Right,
Right
them niggas suck, bro. I can't believe you just said this right now.
That's what I'm saying. So
They are
Because
in
what is
fact
like-
the hottest team in the NBA.
Right.
Like,
Well, you said
That
Miami
is
was the
true.
hottest team in the NBA like 2 minutes
no,
ago.
I said they're one of the hottest.
Okay.
right. So
I
I
don't
mean,
want to talk about I don't want to talk about Atlanta, bro.
I mean, but can I give you like? I'm looking. They beat the Nets, the Wizards again, the Blazers, the Bucks, 76ers with no Joel Embiid. Like that.
Hey, Ron,
those are the
chill,
wins.
bro.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't-
move on,
like,
bro.
how are you
Nah,
guys getting
man.
mad at me because they on a
Hey, real
6-game
talk.
winning streak?
Thank you. Yo, Ron,
Yeah.
next. Hey,
On
next.
a 6-game winning streak. Like, that is a fact.
Nah,
yeah,
go
I mean,
home.
it's
Nah,
true.
go home, Roger. Go home, Roger. What are you talking about,
comfortably
bro?
in the 9th spot.
Hey.
They basically rolled up. They basically rolled up a fat one, and they
Oh,
beat up, and they're
man.
chilling in the 9th spot right now. Chilling.
Oh my god.
So nobody got no love for
picking
Atlanta?
on the JV team is ridiculous.
Oh, I'm good on Atlanta, Ron.
Will they
I'm
even
good.
make the playoffs?
I don't know.
Maybe
No.
they make the playoffs. They get
They
destroyed.
be the
bro.
first thing.
I mean, this is who they are, though. What are we in? What are we in year like 4 or 5 with them since the play-in started? Like they've only been out of the play-in one time, and that was the year that they went to the East Finals. Other than that, they've been in the play-in like every year since it started. This is who Atlanta is.
I also haven't watched them during this win streak, so I have nothing to say. I can't tell you what they've been doing. I'm not gonna lie. So
Yes, anime. Yes, all wins count the same.
Facts.
As far as placement in the seedings, you know what I'm talking about. That doesn't stop you from being a weak ass team. Not at all.
Just because you winning, does not mean that you don't suck.
Man,
You're still
come on,
whack as
y'all.
hell.
I hate when y'all
Hell
try to
no.
twist my words around, but no way.
So essentially, what Ron trying to sell us, Ron, all she did was get a haircut and put on a new dress. She's still a bum bitch. She's still
Hey,
whack as hell.
well, hold on, no, a haircut
couple
in a new dress goes a long way.
Hey,
So-
that's a winning streak. That's all I'm saying,
Man,
Chill.
give me a
She made
break.
a couple things with her way.
especially, chill, especially this time of year. You know it's about to be sundress
It's
season.
about to be sundress season. Yes, it is. However, even with it being sundress season, let's be clear, Ron. While cutting her hair, we did pick the lice out of her head too. By the
Ugh.
way, yeah, we did pick lice out of her hair. So
Oh, this is a white woman.
Oh,
it,
Okay.
oh, this is crazy.
I'm just saying. I'm looking at this group, right? And I've watched it. I to Mars's point, I watched a little bit of Atlanta. I have not actually sat down. I watched them play against Milwaukee, and that Milwaukee team is awful.
Mhm.
Absolutely awful. And I actually like what I saw from Atlanta, even though it was against a bad team. But with that being said, like they're not moving the needle for me at all. Like not even a little bit. No, they're not.
Chill. I just didn't know Atlanta was a. You know what? Never mind.
They're a 4, Ron. That's what
Never mind.
Ron. They are a 4, and you put like I said.
No,
what
not
you
that.
did-
Not that.
What you did was you put a nice dress on her. You cut her hair, and you turned her into
And
a 5.5.
you washed her hair too.
Yeah, you washed her. You picked the lice out of her hair.
Mhm,
And she's still a 5.5, maybe.
So is Atlanta blonde or brunette? Blue eyes or green eyes?
When you mean like cut her hair, like this, like one of them white women that be having the asymmetrical Fantasia little cut. You know what I'm saying? All of them got black baby daddies. If you ever see a white lady with one of them little pixie cuts or that little asymmetrical little shit, definitely got a black baby daddy every time.
You finna have one in a second, real talk. We'll see you in Portland. But all right, y'all. The last team that I do want to acknowledge is the Charlotte Hornets. They are on a 2-game losing streak. They fell back below 500. They took a couple losses, tough losses this weekend. They're 6-4 in their last 10, however, and I think they have the best record since February 1st. So they still are rolling, just, a little bump in the road. But you guys have spoken highly on the Hornets. We have some people up here that really think the Hornets can pop some people in the series. And when I say some people up here, I mean like just on the panel platform in general. Thoughts on the Hornets?
Mars, I see what you're looking at when you watch Musa. I see it. And
You can't miss it.
I see it. And I initially there's because I've been around you for as long as I've been around you, I know when you're trying to be funny about stuff, but then I also know like when you're serious. And I paid attention to Musa and like the finishing, his know-how of processing defenses. They don't really guard him a lot, so it's almost like a quarterback sitting in the pocket and just being able to throw. And that's kind of what with Musa, where when he gets the ball, like they don't really guard him, so it's not that difficult for him to process defenses and make the right reads. He ain't Joker, he's not an elite passer, but he will put the ball on the floor and get to the rim. Yes, he will do that, and he does the in-between stuff that just makes them so much more viable. So I see what you're looking at. He's necessary. Yes, definitely necessary.
Best player.
Yeah, shout out Diabute. But do we actually think that the Hornets have action in the playoffs?
It depends on how up in the standings they can go. I really think they do, like, honestly have action against Detroit in a series.
When Detroit mopped these dudes in 5 games, I want to hear from you dudes. If they have to run up on Detroit and Detroit shows these dudes the door like a bouncer taking an underage kid out the door, I want to hear everything from you dudes. Because
that doesn't mean they didn't have action.
Detroit
I mean,
smoked
that means
them.
I'll come
I don't
here
think
and say I
Detroit
was
beat
wrong.
them. I think they smoked them.
Ox is not going to like this question because everyone is the same. But if Charlotte were healthy to start the season, or we just remove the first 18 games when they were 4-14, and instead they were playing at the 50-win pace they've been playing since then, the whole time, would you then give this more credence?
Yes, and you know why, Mars? Because if we started at the beginning of the regular season, I think that with having the continuity that they have now, they would have had that in the beginning, and I think we'd be looking at a much better unit, and I'd be a lot more confident in this group as a whole, as opposed to now where I've only seen it, which I've said to you that I needed to see LaMelo Ball for 2 months. I've only seen it for a short period of time. If I would have been able to see it throughout the course of the entire season,
4 months.
We've been hooping for a minute now.
Charlotte had a bad first month of the season. They've been playing at a 50-win pace since the first month of the season.
LaMelo FC, baby.
And with that being said, they have had guys in and out of the lineup. Musa,
they had suspensions, but
they still had that. But with that being said,
4 games they've been available. Other than like 4 games, everyone's been there.
But that
50-win pace,
right? And that first month of the season, I still think is huge because that first month of the season,
do with their playoff hope.
The reason
they're healthy when they play in the playoffs.
The reason why is because the first month of the season is huge because I'm getting to see what I have. Number one, not only what I have, how I am with the rest of the group, as opposed to I'm starting to put this thing together now. I think since since February they've had the best record in the league.
January.
Is it January? Okay, since January they've had the best record in the league. So
2 months, by the way.
Okay, so up until that point, they were still trying to figure it out, whether it was injury, whether it was how coach was using the lineup. Because don't forget, LaMelo Ball, we had games where he wasn't starting. Then we had games with him coming off the bench. Then we had games where he was benching him late in games. Well, if we get him in the beginning of the season and he's playing at the level that he's playing now, if we get him at the beginning of the season and as time goes on, he's getting better throughout the course of the season, the rest of the group is getting better throughout the course of the season, as opposed to now they're putting it together. But now,
that's
sure, they're putting it together.
They've been putting it together throughout the season. That's what they've been doing.
But the difference is that I feel like that first month, I still feel like with them losing that first month, that was a big deal for me because I feel like that first month is very important because I'm still trying to figure guys out. Yes, don't get me wrong. We get to this juncture of the season where now you have to put it together at your best. But I feel like that first month of the season is a big deal.
I think the Hornets are being judged as a below 500 team when everything shows that when they're healthy, they're not. I think that's why stuff like they could beat Detroit is scoffed upon. Yeah, they started 4-14. They weren't healthy. They've been the season. We're 4.5 months into the season. They've been healthy for 3.5 months. They've played at a 50-win pace in those 3.5 months.
Yep.
I think it's very fair to say that's closer to what the Hornets are than the 4-14 start when they weren't healthy. Brandon Miller went out in game 1 or game 2. LaMelo didn't start playing consistent minutes until November. And since that point, they've been playing like one of the 5 best teams in the Eastern Conference. And I don't think it's crazy to say one of the 5 best teams in the Eastern Conference can beat the Pistons in a series. I don't think that's a crazy statement. I feel like the Hornets are being looked at as a team that they actually aren't because they had a slow start to the season due to injuries. But when they've been healthy, they've played at a level that is one of the best teams in the conference.
And they're not getting the benefit of the doubt as like a team, for example, the Bucks.
Should they get real talk?
Whatever. But
Should
I'm saying,
they get the benefit of the
Have
doubt?
they deserved? Do they deserve that?
Well,
Have they earned it?
Can
As
I
you were
finish
saying,
my-
Yeah,
as you
but
were
he's not saying they deserve it. He's just saying they haven't
I'm
got
not
it.
saying they deserve it or not from your. I think they do, obviously.
Sure.
But what I'm saying is like the Bucks started off. Was it last year or year before last? Like horrendously.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody, like when they started to get it together, everybody started putting some hope into the team because they're
Sure.
like, oh, but they have Giannis and they have Dame. So because they also like lack the star power or the name recognition on the teams, like they're not getting that benefit of the doubt when they're starting to put the pieces together, to Mars's point. But like, I don't know, chill. For the last month and a half, 2 months,
They've been rolling.
like the best team in the NBA.
Yeah, they've been rolling. I think with that starting five, with the starting five, if I'm not mistaken, Mars, you can fact check me on this. 20-2, something like that. Something crazy like 20-2 with Musa. Let's see, is Musa, Bridges, Miller, Khan, and LaMelo. With that 5 on the floor to start the game, they've lost 2 games. Up before this recent trip, they were 20-2. With that being said, this group, to your point, real talk, from the history that I've seen from them, I can't give them the benefit of the doubt because they've been beat up. Now, they are playing at that level where they look like one of the best teams in the NBA, right? They do look like one of the best teams in the NBA. I've seen it from Detroit the entire season. So the consistency from Detroit is something that's definitely swaying me, not just the talent. The consistency from the Charlotte Hornets, sure, Mars, it's been going on for 3.5 months, 100%. Can I expect that consistency from them going into the playoffs? Boy, I would like to. I would love to. I just haven't seen it. I'd like to see
Since November 28th, they're 5th in the NBA in net rating. The season started October 20th.
So a month.
The first, 22nd.
Yes, so a little over a month.
So, yeah, without the first month of the season, they are they've been performing as the 5th best team in the NBA.
Sure.
Not just the Eastern Conference. The 5th best team in the NBA. I think it's quite clear to see they're a better team than their record suggests. That's really it.
I'm so sleep on this Charlotte shit. Oh my
Well,
god.
continue to sleep then.
I
But
am.
we're gonna wake your
Ron,
ass up though.
I am too, Ron. I'm snoring over here. I am.
Hey,
I hope you have a
Hey, real
nightmare, nigga. Go to
Hey.
sleep.
Exactly.
Hey,
What's up?
Just
Dame-
go
Dame
two
wake
of
Tyler
the
Hero
best
up.
shooters in the league, like, you know, just conk nipple.
No, Miami had a good game. You know, can't win them
Hey,
all.
wake
One of,
Devin
the,
Booker
one
up.
of the best playmakers in the league, one of the best energy bigs in the league, good depth pieces with experience, you know, great
defense.
coaching.
Yeah.
But
Understands
y'all think Charlotte's better than Miami?
I do.
But they just lost to Miami, so it's easy to say no.
I still
Well, no,
think-
Well, not in a
regardless,
seven-game
because
series.
you know anybody can beat anybody in the game. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even want to bank it off of that. I'm just saying, like, just in general, y'all got Charlotte over Miami.
I think Charlotte's a better team than the Miami Heat are, yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
That doesn't mean I think they'd win in the series against Miami, but I do think they're a better team.
If the season ended today, they would be in what are they in the 9 spot? They're in the 10 spot.
Yeah.
They're
Ten.
they're in the 10 spot. So they'd have to see Atlanta. They'd have to see Atlanta to move forward. Just one game. They'd have to see Atlanta.
Yeah, just one
Ron,
game.
stop.
Go ahead, CJ.
It's one game, they can win or they can lose.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't
it
put
is
much-
one
I-
game, but
I don't put much weight into the playing. Like, it's one
I
game.
hate the
Like,
play-in.
all it takes is Charlotte to shoot 20% from 3 and they lose. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, it's like, oh, whatever.
How many games are they getting out of the play-in though?
So
Four and
they're
a
a
half.
game and a half.
3, I think 3 games.
Yeah.
No, it's
Oh no,
four,
to catch up.
actually.
Yeah, 4.
It's
Okay, 4 games. Yeah.
Yep. 4 games to get out the play in. So
Yeah, them losing to Miami and Phoenix didn't help because they were
No,
like,
it did
right there.
not. They
Miami
are
in
getting
particular.
nails.
Phoenix, I don't think Phoenix was that bad, but losing to Miami at home, that was a big deal. I mean, because again,
I
that's
mean,
a-
Hackers just be frying them. I don't know what it is with him. He don't like Charlotte. I knew
That's the
someone needs to
Eastern
ask him
Conference
about that.
team. Mm-hmm.
And the
Well,
Hawks
that's
getting
very
hot
tough.
right now doesn't help them either. I don't know if their schedule is going to continue being this weak, but yeah, that doesn't help them at all.
It's all good.
Matt
Musa be
just
about to
said,
carry him out the plan.
Matt just said, "What happened to
Don't
my
worry.
dog days of the season logic? If I see them at the end of the season in the Eastern Conference Championship or the NBA Championship, I will 100% say that this is what they were doing during the dog days of the season. So nothing happened to my logic. It's still there. It is still there.
If that's not confirmation bias, I don't know what. Okay, cool.
Why would that? Wait.
No, my bad. I shouldn't have said anything. We can move on.
No, wait a minute, Mars. I want to make sure that.
My bad.
All right, fine, Mars. No problem.
Chill.
Mars.
We do in fact have confirmation bias, and one thing is confirmed in fact, and that is that April 10th we will be in Portland, Oregon. We will be in the MODA Center, and it will be the panel's first live show. Yes, this is the panel that you're watching right now. That includes Mars. That includes Chill. That includes Swiper. That includes Real Talk, and that includes Ox. We will all be there. You guys be sure to pull up because this will be our first live show on in person. Our first live in-person show. You guys pull up and enjoy the show. I promise you, this is not an experience you want to miss. We will first have our live show. Then we'll have a meet and greet. Then we'll go watch Denny Avdia cook Kawhi or Kawhi cook Denny Avdia. However, they both will cook. And then we will have a post-game fan experience. And then we will have an after party. And then Ox will take us to a special destination in Portland. And I don't know what Ox has up his sleeves, but I know Ox is every bit of 6'9", and I know he has a wingspan of what, 7'4"? So it's a lot up those sleeves, y'all. So
7'5".
There you go. So once again, get your tickets right now. When you buy your tickets, you will have access to the game. You will have access to the live show. You will have access to the post-game fan experience, and you will have access to exclusive prizes and all of that good stuff. We will see you guys in Portland, April 10th. We will see you guys in the MODA Center. One night, one arena. You don't want to miss it. I'll be there, and I hope to see you there as well. All right, fellas.
Swipe, what's your wingspan, Swipe?
6'6".
Damn, I thought I had you.
I know that I'm gonna have my money shit on when I come to Portland because Ox gonna take me out and show me a good time. So I'm putting my money shit on for my big fella. I'm gonna be cleaning in the kitchen sink for my dude.
We'll have a great time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we'll see you guys in Portland, but we got to move on to our next segment, which we have super chats. Psych, I lied. We have the top 5 comments of the week, baby. You guys did your thing in the comments this week, and they have not gone unnoticed. So for everybody that leaves comments post-show, this is for you. For everybody that doesn't chat or yap in the live chat, this is for you. For everybody that watches, Player's Choice and watches the panel after the show is not live, this is specifically for you. Let's see what we got for the top 5 comments of the week. Let's get into it, fellas. The first comment that we have, let's go ahead and cue it up. It is courtesy of
Hellcat says meow, Ron. What the hell is wrong with you?
But it could be Hellcats a meow.
Says meow, Ron.
It could be Hellcats a meow. But Chill said that your name is Hellcats say meow, so that is your name. Episode 769. Now, first off, Hellcats, go to hell. Second off, Hellcats said Ron looked like a Sith Lord with that hoodie on.
What's a Sith Lord? I don't know.
Yeah, what's a Sith Lord?
Is that some anime?
That's Star Wars, right?
Bro, you know what a Sith Lord is, bro.
Yeah, that's Star Wars. That's Star Wars.
I'm talking to Ron. Yeah,
I can pass for a
that's
Sith
Star
Lord.
Wars.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I ain't know what it is either, Chill. I wasn't a Star Wars person.
Me neither, but I was just saying that, like last week, I'm about to get into. I'm about to watch all the Star Wars because I heard that Star Wars.
In what order?
Well, you go 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1, right?
Were you talking about the prequels in 2000? Prequels. prequels, originals, and then news.
The one
Yeah,
from
look,
2010.
I'm not about to.
2010. That's the one. That
I'm about to watch them how they came out. I'm about to watch them how everybody else watched.
I mean, you can if you want, but I would say watch the cartoons first. The cartoons are actually better.
No, I'm not watching the cartoon fake.
No, the
shit,
Clone
so
Wars is legitimate.
The movies.
But I hear you, brother. But as somebody who does this damn near professionally, I'm saying the Clone Wars are actually a masterpiece in television. And then Rebels is a masterpiece in television. And then Clone Wars, Rebels, and then like you got the bad series,
like
you got the Mandalorian, and then you got Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, there's a timeline. I'm telling you. You like that? Didn't you like Avatar, the show?
I never watched.
Oh, never. Okay, all right. Yeah, but anyway, just if you're just gonna do the movies, do the 2000s.
I just never got
the 2000 prequels, then do the ones from the 80s, and then do the ones from 2015 and beyond.
Yeah, I just want to watch those 6. I want to watch the actual movies. I if I got time, I'll come around and check out all the other stuff. But I really just want to watch those 6 movies.
And if you want real like emotional television, bro, watch Rebels, and you'll understand why there's a legacy. There's millions of fanatical people about Star Wars because that series right there alone. We'll know how old you are. We'll grab on to you, brother.
You know what I did go back and watch though? I went back and watched all the Indiana Jones movies. Those were dope.
Mm-hmm.
I like those.
Yeah, well, actually, you want to see a black man get robbed in broad daylight? Watch the 2015 versions. He was supposed to be the protagonist of the series, but then the Chinese people said no. They literally had him broadcasted on the billboard. He went to China. They put him all the way in the back. And then he came out later on and said that, yeah, like they legitimately killed my character. He was supposed to be a Jedi. He was supposed to fall in love with Rey. And then they made Rey basically fall in love with her cousin. So just goes to show you.
So what
goes to show you.
Swipe, what you're telling me is that he wasn't popular because
no, he was.
In China, they put him behind
when it first came out in 2014, when the commercial dropped, everybody, the same person the same to me, the ad dropped. They're about to drop another one, like a new Star Wars is coming out. We see the man take his helmet off. It's a clear black man. Like everybody's like, all right, cool. We know who this is too. John Boyega is a great actor. And then they literally took John Boyega's character, and his whole run is, where's Rey? His whole job in the movie. Where's Rey? He literally picked up a saber in the ad, and then just said, all right, no, cool. We done with him. Kill him. Put him over there. Make him fall in love with the engineer. Just to, it was crazy, bro. Crazy. Was
she fine though?
No, she respected her. She was a great actress, but.
So we're not going to talk about Princess Ariana just using the Force. Are we going to talk about that?
Because she was always Force sensitive.
You cannot just use the Force.
No, yes, you can. Yes, you can. She was always Force sensitive. She was always Force sensitive. No, chill. I'm not. She chill. Hold on. Her father is Anakin. You don't think that just her brother?
That's where I got that. That's where I right then and there. That's where I was out because I didn't know that her father was Anakin Skywalker. I did not know that.
I mean, but you think like Luke's not just gonna have power and know the Force, and she doesn't know anything.
That's what I'm saying. When I saw her use the Force, I almost walked out the movie theater because I was like, you can't just use the Force. What the hell?
And by the way, just so everybody knows in the chat, including people up here, every one of us is Force sensitive. Every one of us. It's just your ability to unlock levels in the Force. No. That is where training comes in.
You have to have some.
Yeah, hey, you're on mute, Ron. By the way,
you're on mute, so you get out of here too. Come on, Mark. Real talk, we got this, man. Damn.
Hey, by the way, also, if we're talking about like movies and shows, I just started a show that's on season 2 right now, but I have to start episode 7 soon. I'm already addicted. Paradise. I don't know if anybody
great television.
Watches Paradise.
The Pit season 2 is out. Paradise season 2 down. Cross season 2 is out. Paradise.
I'm trying to figure out how you niggas got time to watch all these shows, all these movies, all these sports.
Very easy. Manage time. Manage your time.
They're not watching basketball, right?
That's what it is, and it shows.
I'm not watching basketball. No, actually, I'm glad you brought that up, Ox. I'm very glad you brought that up. Put me on the full screen real quick. I don't know if I. Hey, all you Twitter minions,
talking to me.
All you TikTokers that be in the goddamn comments, you're not watching basketball because we disagree with you and have a take that you don't agree with. Can somebody please tell my bank account that I'm not watching basketball because I got a Peacock subscription. I got NBA League Pass. I got goddamn an ESPN subscription. I got a Fubi. I didn't even know Tubi had a cousin named Fubi, so I can watch the Rockets because I can't watch them on NBA League Pass because it's my hometown team.
Fubo.
So please, again, if we're not watching basketball, please tell my bank account that. Back to the show. I'm sorry, that had to be said.
And I got Amazon Prime too, by the way.
Yeah. Man, they trying to make it expensive for us to watch basketball.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
They don't want us to watch these damn games.
Goodness gracious.
All right, well, the next comment of the week we have is from somebody that does watch basketball by the name of Don 31311, episode 767. Don said, the panel gonna always protect their favorite player. Swiper, Jokic. Chill, LeBron. Ox, Kawhi. Pin, Scotty Barnes. Mars, Jalen Green. And Ron, the glorious Russell Westbrook.
Add Jason Tatum to mine now. Kawhi and JT.
And Jason Tatum to mine too. Absolutely.
Next motherfucker talking shit about Jason Tatum, I'm fucking beating their ass.
Please put that super chat up, that last one. I think there are a couple of us up here that would sign up for that. A couple of us would sign up for that. A couple of us.
We'll get to that.
Shout out to them, bro.
But next up for the comments of the week, we got you guys' favorite. NY Kareem 2001 said, first team all sad. Chilltown, Pin, Mars, Swiper, and Swiper Stash.
Kareem is he's the anti-woke supposed person in the chat that complains about everything. Shout out to you, bro.
I ain't shouting out to him. Smile in my face, behind my back. You talk trash. Hope my pocket.
Hey, chill. You know what it is, man.
Lexus crash.
He's one of them.
I don't with you. Hell no.
Hey, well, NY Kareem would love
Real
for
talk,
you
how
to
it
take
go?
that good old flight from the east to the west on April 10th.
I like the old school reference Chill making. You know what I'm saying?
Smile in my face, behind my back. You talk trash. Hope my pockets hit empty and my Lexus crash.
Mm.
Hell no.
In your face all the time. They want to take your place.
Hell yeah.
You know that's too old school for some of y'all.
Hey, you know what song is one of my favorite songs is that Payback from James Brown on I mean y'all know the song, you know. I'm mad. He was talking shit. He was talking. Oh man. I'm like, oh man, that ain't right.
All right, the next comment of the week.
He was talking shit. I know
they were just yelling in the mic, bro.
I know crazy.
Speaking of Portland, the next comment of the week is from Crep the Creeper, episode 769. My man Crep the Creeper said, I live in Portland, Oregon. I dropped some bread for 2 of the best seats for me and my son. I can't wait. Hopefully, Ron gives the itinerary out soon. I'm prepared to take a vacation day from work and grab my boy from school. Great times await. Plus, I have a few questions for Unk/Chilltown.
Absolutely. Come through, man. Come see us. We're going to be in your city. Absolutely, we'll be there. Come through.
My man named Creep the Crepta. Man, y'all better watch out for bro.
Can't wait to see you. Absolutely.
Yeah, but Creep the Crepta, you're going to have to get patted down with a name like that before you come to the MODA Center.
He was
Ron,
the one.
Watch your back.
No, I'm telling you right now, Creep the Crepta was the one at the WNBA games this summer. You know what I'm talking about.
That guy.
Dude?
Yeah.
No, he ain't
throwing them green monsters.
You said.
Hey, so y'all better be ready to duck then.
Hey, wait, we have security at these events, right?
Yeah,
Your
I'm right
security.
here.
You
I got my DPSST. I'm registered in Oregon.
Look,
right.
Ox is licensed security.
We need to sign some waivers when they get there. If somebody get 2-piece, then they can't because
I'm licensed in Oregon.
Yeah,
So I got my
licensed.
DPSST. Don't worry about it.
My other boy, he's like, he like 6'5", 300
talking about no
pounds,
size.
licensed. And also, you used to play with your hands in the dirt. So like, if
No,
anybody run up on us,
I'm cool with self-security. I'm talking about like they sign waivers, they walk in there, somebody in there talking about, hey, yo, chill. You be talking all this mess and chill just.
Yo,
See, but the thing is, chill is
Like,
chill.
ain't
First
nobody
of all,
finna do
chill
nothing
is
to
a
chill.
grown man and a gentleman. We not just gonna get to punching on people because they say something you don't like. What you think? Chill's Draymond Green? He's not a psychopath.
Have you seen Chill in action?
That's different though.
That's
You
just
be fucking up Ron. Like, that's
with
different.
Ron. Yeah, that's just with Ron.
different.
But to your point, I am a professional. Let's make sure we clear. Yes, I am.
Absolutely.
I am a professional. So,
Hey,
yes,
y'all
I
run
am.
up with that bullshit if you want to. Run up on Chill down if you want to. I dare you.
You look like the deaf dude from Major Pain. Sir, yes, sir.
I am a professional, so just so we clear. Yes. I am not
No, let 'em
authorized.
know, Chill.
I'm not authorized. I am certified. Like that. Authorized means somebody gave you permission to do something. Certified means that by law you are legit. So yes, sir.
I'm authorized, and I gave myself permission.
Back.
All right.
And I'm armed in Texas. But I won't.
Shit, it's Oregonians. You can have that out here. You ever heard of Oregonians?
I didn't know
Absolutely.
Oregon was gun friendly.
It's the Wild Wild West.
Yeah. Okay. That's what
And all this violence talk and all of this, it ain't gonna be none of that. We're
No,
gonna
it's
go
not.
up there.
Of
We're
course-
gonna talk.
Of course
hoop.
not.
We're gonna
can't
read you
wait to
guys'
come
live
out there,
super
yo.
chats.
Portland is
Mars
dope.
is gonna dazzle you guys with an amazing soliloquy. We already have it planned and ingrained into the show. And then we're gonna go watch some good hoops. And then after that, we're gonna enjoy some other things. And then after that, if you niggas do want to get rowdy and buck, then we'll get to that. All right. But as of right now, we got
our viewers and subscribers love us, fellas. I don't know why y'all
Yeah, they
even
do.
thinking that way.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
all right. The next comment of the week is from Between the Lines, episode 767. Between the Lines said, real talk and swiper dynamic always going to lead to elite content. Bro said, as long as Massa happy.
Yeah, that's when I was talking about the House of Highlights thing. Yeah, shout out Real Talk.
Yeah, I don't think Swiper particularly likes me anymore, but
I don't dislike
he's
anyone
still,
I
he's
actually
still
know.
my brother.
I don't
he's still
dislike
my
anyone
brother.
I actually know.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't dislike anyone I actually know. Everybody I know, everybody, we joke and do all that stuff. People, if I don't know you, bro, I have
So
a
you're
circle.
like Lexo Jerry when he pulls up to the show?
I have a circle. If you ain't in my circle, then you're just not gonna talk to me any kind of way. But shout out to you though, bro.
So Lakeshore Jerry went into your circle.
No, he
when
is not.
pulled up
He is
before
not in my circle. If you follow me on every platform and you constantly troll 100% of the time, then I'm probably gonna, it's probably gonna be one of those things. Shout out to you though.
that. All right.
But at least he's tapped into you on every platform. That's
No,
another
shout
one,
out. I
brother.
appreciate many of the people that are. I don't appreciate all of them though. But shout out though.
I really don't, Swiper. No, I don't. No, I don't. Following me around the internet like I'm a chick that told you that you can't get a date. Whole ass.
Well, it looks like you guys are going to have to pull up to Portland and give Chill and Swiper your sincerest apologies. Maybe bring us some flowers, roses, maybe tulips. I don't know what they like. And then bring them a box of chocolates, and give them some sweet talk. You guys can ease them over. But the next comment of the week is from K. K said in episode 767, yo, I thought Lil Ox was Ox with an AI face for a second.
I really thought that was. I did. When I saw your brother, I was like, wait a minute, what the hell?
Yeah, somebody jeans strong as hell, but somebody jeans strong. Man. Y'all look just alike.
All of them.
He was dead as you. Like that was crazy.
Yo, what was they calling him on a post comments? They was calling him like Lil Moose, Lil
Big Buffalo.
Oh, Big Buffalo. Shout out
How much
Big
older
Buffalo,
are you than him,
man.
Ox?
Oh, here we
Like 8 years.
Okay. All right.
No,
And y'all both have like that
nine,
little
8 or
calm
9
demeanor too.
Yep.
I think
He
that's in
real
the
chill.
family.
He
Real
real
talk, man.
chill
Them
like
demeanors that these fools be putting on is fake.
I'd have met Oxford, bro. Ox just chill.
That
bro.
is a fake demeanor. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Wait till you get to know Ox. You're gonna see like that's just a front.
As soon as the first time I met Ox,
he a chill dude.
and first time I met Ox and Ron, I was like, this is me and my man. Because these two, I knew exactly what it was when I first met them. I was like, that's me and my best friend. Because if nobody don't know Ron, Ox know Ron. If nobody don't know him, he know exactly who Ron is. He know how Ron get that. I was like, yep, that's me and my man right there, ready to choke the shit out of Ron. But will definitely help Ron put the body in the trunk and get rid of it. Yes, he will do that. Yes,
that's
he
toxic swiping. I don't get down like that. That's what they be doing on their free time.
By the way, Ron, I don't know if you
they
saw.
Go to brunch and drink mimosas with each other.
No, that's facts. And that's we continue to do so. We both enjoy brunch. We both enjoy brunch.
When we get out here, we'll go to the screen door, have breakfast, and have some big ass mimosas. Real talk. Big ass mimosas.
By the way, I don't know if y'all saw Nathan Martin. He ran a 2:11, 13 miles, and he won the LA Marathon.
He caught him at the end.
Yeah, I think the time was that I remember somebody said he was running an average of 62 seconds, a 400 meter dash in 62 seconds, 13 miles.
That's a sprint, basically.
And he was running a 432 mile.
Yeah, I don't believe that, Swiper.
For a marathon?
What do you mean believe? No, half marathon.
Half marathon.
So
For the last
13.1.
half of it. Yeah, for the last
half.
And
then I think he cleared it. The dude. So this one, it was the full marathon was 2 hours and 11, but somebody else ran it in 57. Ran a half marathon in 57 minutes. The last 13 miles. Like,
yeah, I don't believe that.
No, it's not belief. Like they did it. Like I'm saying, like it's on film, like that they did it. But it's
that's AI. That's AI.
But we don't talk about marathon athletes and what they are though. Like that's unbelievable, y'all. When I go to the treadmill,
Ox do it all the time. Ox talk about the Kenyan dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Swipe. I was trying to go to war with ESPN about that shit they pulled last year. That was ridiculous.
About the athlete shit.
Yeah,
because they did the
top.
They did the top 100 athletes of this century, of the 2000s, and you know I've come around to the fact that these race car drivers are athletes, fine, but you're not gonna put 6 race car athletes in the top 100 and have not one. I'm talking. Look, every single continent had representation on this list except for Antarctica and Africa. Every single continent, including Australia, ridiculous. There was not one long distance Kenyan, Ethiopian, Tanzanian, none of them. Uganda, none of these long distance marathon runners, none of them were on this list. But you got Lewis Milton on the list. How the hell he on the list? And we don't got not one.
Here you go, Ox. This is the exact name. So Jacob Kiplimo. I don't know what country he's from, so I apologize. He ran a 57 minute, 20 second half marathon, which was a 4.23, so 423 mile. A 423 mile in 57 minutes on a half marathon, dog. Again, just for context, I believe right now, if I got on the treadmill, I would have to run I think it's like an 11, Ox, maybe an 11 or a 12 for 13 miles. To get to that,
I can't do that.
That's pretty insane.
That's crazy, y'all. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you right now.
I hate running.
I'll expire trying to do that type of shit.
Expire? Bro, you wouldn't even, you physically wouldn't be able. I don't even think right now, if you ask me, chill, gun to my head, I don't know if I could give you faster than a 6:30. I legit don't know. I have no idea if I can give you. And that's me moving.
Look, I'm telling you right there, gun to my head. You asked me to try to do that, I'm gonna have to do y'all remember the security guard from Detroit that was teaching people how to take the gun?
No, yeah.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna have to get on that shit right now. Like, shit, fuck that, nigga.
All right, y'all. We got a couple more comments of the week. The next comment of the week that I have is from. Do we read this one? Oh, yeah, okay. We got one more comment of the week. The last one, episode 770 from Joey Buck 12. Joey Buck said, Penn being a voice of reason on Tatum. Laughing my ass off. P.S. Swiper is 100% going to hate watch Tatum, so just bookmark this episode.
Nope. I've already said this before. I don't even hate watch Tatum now. We just disagree on his placement. That's where this whole thing started. But no, I think he's been great since he's been back. He's doing the best he can. There's nothing to talk about like other than that.
All right, well, you guys' favorite host and your Lord Sith has super chats for you, so let's go ahead and get into these. The first super chat.
Sith Lord.
Oh, Sith Lord, Lord Sith, same thing.
Sith Lord Ron. It's not the same thing.
Trash. Garbage.
All right,
Lord
so,
Sith would be a person. A Sith Lord is a description. Like
Boo him. Boo this man.
Terrible. Garbage.
Can we get some tomatoes in the chat?
Sith Lord Ron.
Hell.
All right, so Lord Sith says Tupac Westside has a super chat, and he said, "Morning, fellas. Weekend was good. Helped my mom move into her new apartment. Got a haircut and watched the Los Angeles Lakers beat the brakes off of the New York Knicks. The quote unquote LeBron got a GOAT narrative already started. By the way, can't just give the team props."
Salute to you. Salute to the new spot. Salute to the barber. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, that's what's up, man.
And salute to that ass kicking.
Absolutely.
Today was a good day, man. The Lakers beat the Supersonics, man. Good shit.
Mm-hmm. Sure they did. And Cube lied about that too, because I went back. Well, got to get into that. JRS.
In a game to 21, ones and twos, you're not dropping no triple double, man. Like,
No, you're not.
it's like unless it's like rebounds and steals, you can't do it with assists. Playing the 21.
No.
Like, I mean, technically, yeah, but like, what's the chances?
And I ain't passing to nobody because it's just it's all of us out here playing 21. The first one to 21 wins. That's how 21 works.
That nigga's a liar, bro.
Yeah, and the Lakers ain't beat no damn Supersonics. I went back and looked at the games.
Talk about mama cook breakfast with no hog. I come in there, the whole house smelling like bacon.
Kobe used to give Supersonics belt. I don't know what you talking about. But,
Do you know when that song came out?
Huh?
Do you know when that song came out?
Are you talking about the Ice Cube song?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about Kobe giving y'all a belt. That's all I'm talking
Kobe
about.
gave y'all a belt too.
Who was y'all?
Hey, chill. Kobe gave y'all, well, he specifically gave you belt, but he gave y'all belt too.
He
Hey,
did.
Ox, Kobe
Yes,
gave
he
y'all
did.
belt too. Hey,
He
Swiper,
100%
Kobe
did
gave
that.
y'all belt. Who didn't Kobe give belt to?
I mean, he gave Denver plenty of belt. That's why I
ain't
hate
seen
Kobe now.
the
I
ones
do
in
not
life.
hate Kobe. I've never once hated Kobe.
You've
Never once
always
I said
hated
I hated
Kobe.
Kobe. I've never hated Kobe in my life. I had a Kobe Bryant jersey.
Always
Kobe
hated
Bryant was my
Kobe.
favorite
You
player
don't
when I
like
was
Kobe
11 years
now.
old.
You always
You got to
underestimate
remember.
Kobe.
You got to remember. I'm talking older than you. So who would I have liked
I
more
don't
on the
care.
more
Age
on the
doesn't-
Lakers in
age-
2001?
age, it ain't a
Would it be Kobe Bryant or would it be Shaq,
Shout
who
out
didn't
Jaheim.
have the same kind of game as
Swiper,
Kobe?
That's ridiculous. How you my age? So you was born either
Yeah, who didn't
sometime
like? It's
between,
Kobe, bro. Yeah,
you,
everybody liked
but
Kobe.
you was born between either 89 or 91.
90.
Okay, so we both 90s babies,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you from Denver.
Yep.
How the hell you don't hate Kobe Bryant? What type
Because
of nigga is
Kobe-
you?
Denver was
I hated
bad.
Kobe Bryant to death. I'm talking
Den-
about I hated him so
Denver
much.
was bad when Kobe got drafted. They were terrible. Like there was nothing to compete with. Like there
Oh,
weren't.
I
They
hated
weren't competing with Denver.
I hated Kobe.
In 2002
so
and 3, we weren't
bad,
competing
bro.
with Denver. It was just Kobe was great. He had an afro. He was with Adidas. He had all this great PR stuff. He could dunk. He could fly. Who didn't like Kobe? Everybody liked Kobe.
And then-
Until he
then
started
with
getting
Paulie-
belt in
like around
08 and
2003.
09.
And that's the thing right
Now,
there, real talk.
The only year
And-
that Denver could have beat the Lakers is 2009. Like that's the only season.
And
the
y'all
only
didn't
season.
because of Kobe.
No, because of Anthony
In-
Carter. That's why they
in
lost.
08,
That's
in
right.
08, in 08, when Paulie got at him in them finals, I was like, yeah, finally got your ass. And
I
then
can tell you, I wasn't-
2010 come
I wasn't
around,
rooting for
I'm
Paul
like,
Pierce.
goddamn.
I definitely,
Well, I know you wasn't.
When that series went on, I definitely was not rooting for Paul Pierce. I can tell you that much. That Mr. Armband, no swag, no aura, man. I was not rooting for him. Was not rooting
Okay,
for
well,
him.
yeah, I know you wouldn't because you not know. You know, don't worry about it. But I'm just saying, like, I hated Kobe, then I kind of had a little love for Kobe, then I hated Kobe again, and then then when in 2013, I was like, okay, I see it now. You know what I'm saying? I'm matured. I'm like, okay,
Like
I
y'all gotta
respect it.
remember, bro. Like
You gotta respect it.
Denver was a football city. We didn't have anything of significance. We drafted again. What was his name, Mars? Nicholas Tedeschi. All right, we had nothing. There was
Biddy
I don't know his name. I'm sorry. Chill. It's PTSD. I can say any name. I can say any name correctly. That name will not be said correctly. That was a top 5 pick we wasted on. We had the worst drafting record of all time. Then we finally got Melo. But then it was Melo and Kobe giving us great battles and games and years. That was great.
Didn't we beat y'all again like after 2010?
They wouldn't have played because they would have played in 2012-13, but no, they played Golden State in the first round, and that's when I saw Steph become Steph in that first round.
Yeah. All I'm saying is like for me, I don't understand how somebody from a Western Conference city could have any love for Kobe Bryant until later on in his career.
You talking about even after childhood?
I'm telling you, I had no love for Kobe until like 2012, bro.
But you were competitive in the early 2000s, though. Like
and I hated him. Like I hated Kobe Bryant for a long time, bro. It took, like I said, it was probably around 2012.
But you remember who the best player was and who came from LA?
It don't matter.
So Nick Van Exel was a natural slide for me with like Nick Van
Exel was dope. I'm just saying just for myself, like, and I understand people respecting greatness. I couldn't respect the greatness until later on. It was like 2012, 2013 when I finally came around to the fact, like, bro, this is like one of the best basketball players I ever seen in my life. Like, I can't keep hating this man. Like, I gotta respect this greatness.
So Ron, really quickly to answer your question. 1993 was when It Was a Good Day came out from Ice Cube. So that song was between the 1991-92 season and the 92-93 season. In the 10 times that the Seattle Supersonics played them, they only beat them twice. The Lakers beat them. The Lakers lost to them 8 of the 10 times that they played them.
So who was lying? Who's the lying ass LA nigga?
Well, he might have made the song.
But he wasn't alive, bro. Like, he's speaking on stuff he wasn't alive for. Like, it's all right.
He might have. It might have been the one time that they did them. The one time that season that they did beat them. So
shout out.
Just saying.
Shout out.
Right. And that's why y'all here right now, LA. Lying.
Mm-hmm.
JRS Prince sent through a super chat and said, The Timberwolves fan I don't get, man. The Timberwolves fan I don't get, man. This team is so inconsistent. We can beat OKC, but get smacked by Orlando. I just don't get it. Also, shout out to Jason Tatum. Didn't look that bad.
Absolutely.
I talked about this
that connective passing, man.
I talked about this on Twitter. Me and 4 niggas from LA Fitness can beat the Timberwolves if the game started at 2 p.m. Every time I watch them play, like 2, 3 o'clock, they get smacked. Happening in Atlanta.
That matinee going.
Yeah, chill. It's terrible. But it's no shame in losing to Orlando right now. Orlando's been a good team. So,
hey, by the way, Mars, Paulo Banchero, it's 26.2 on +2 efficiency in the last 10 games. Shout out to Paulo, man.
We all thought he was washed up, a washed up 23-year-old. Logan Sparks 23 said, LeBron fans got some serious explaining to do. Because why are the Lakers way better without Bron? Is it the constant cherry picking or playing no damn defense? Lakers fans? Bron fans?
I'm just glad I was up here today to kind of, we didn't really put any fire to this little situation that people are trying to start, and we're not going to. Thank you for your super chat, though.
What he just said.
All right, the next super chat I got is from, this is a good one. Hunter TV said, we got about 12 minutes before Wemby is the best player we've ever seen. Time starts now.
False.
I said, I do think in some short-term future, there will be an opportunity for him to be the most complete basketball player we've ever seen. I don't know when that's going to be. It might take some time, but there's a world where he gets there in the next 7 years. But he is phenomenal. He's a great player.
If I could get a decade out of him, I'm so happy. Because within this decade, I'm going to get something special.
Just let him shoot.
Wemby should be second in MVP voting right now. Leading the Spurs to one of the best records in the league, being absolutely one of the most impactful players in the league, best defender in the world by far, and he's hitting his stride offensively. I don't know why he wouldn't be in the upper echelon of the MVP race right now, to be honest with you.
Hold on, who are you talking about?
To my Wimpy.
Oh, okay. I'm just making
And
sure.
he might be the best center in the league right now, too.
He's not a center, though. He's a shooting guard.
He's the best shooting guard in the league.
Okay. Sure.
Dub Ball Out Highlights sent through a super chat and said, "Yo, chill. I just moved to West New Jersey, and it's nice over here. Also, my boy JT is back, and I couldn't be more ecstatic. Demon home in the East better watch out. Celtics to the finals, calling it now."
West Jersey is the nice part of Jersey. Paramus, Parsippany. Yeah, that's where the trees and the green and all of that good stuff is. That's where you can leave your door unlocked. Mm-hmm.
I ain't leaving my door unlocked anywhere.
Anywhere.
I don't be understanding that shit. Like, oh, you could just leave your door unlocked. Okay, you could leave your door unlocked, but how hard is it just to lock it? Like,
Exactly.
My door unlocked right now, so I wish a nigga would.
me run in there and take everything for your ass.
Run it, Ron. Let's go, Ron. Run it. Everything. Take that hood off too.
Sit up, nigga. Sit your skinny ass down. Nigga. Give
Take
me
that hood off. Take that hood off too. Run it. All of it. Everything.
All right, you know what? Since y'all think this is the case, I'm gonna give y'all my address. So this is where y'all can find me. Y'all can pull up to this spot right here, and y'all can come take everything from me.
Do not go to whatever address he's going to put on the screen.
12830 Southwest Grand Ave. Y'all can find me there. Pull up. Come take everything. Everything.
What city, Ron?
Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
This nigga really just doxed me on that fucking internet. What the fuck?
That's wild.
He did not just
Pull up. Come and take it, y'all. Everything.
I'm about to see Brian in like 3 hours, bro.
See what's going on? You want to box this new when I see him?
That's why I'm telling them to pull up. Come take everything off of me.
All right.
Unbelievable.
J718 said, "Did Houston jump the gun a bit this summer in signing KD? Yes, I get he's KD, but at the expense, he hindered the young core's development. By the way, I think Amin needs more post/paint actions."
Mars?
What?
Nothing, Mars. We ain't talking about nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
Do you think
Mars.
KD?
When you get here?
I've been here. Hello.
I know I've been trying to add him in convos, but I guess he got the day off today.
Yeah.
He'll be chilling.
No, LeBron's the reason that LeBron make the Lakers was the workers shouldn't have got KD. It's just you guys don't get bored of the same talking points.
Sure.
Mars has his non-shooting gimmick going on today, and that's all right because
he on his
yeah, we let other people do it. So why can we be mad at Mars for doing that?
Okay.
He'll be back tomorrow.
Mars, that's how you get your teammates better, man. Letting them shoot. Man. I ain't mad at you.
I see the vision.
As the Carter Bryant of the panel, I feel so honored, Mars. Thank you.
JRS Prince sent through another super chat and said, "Also, the Lakers are not winning anything with or without LeBron. So this whole LeBron thing narrative, it's so annoying sometimes."
Facts.
Right, real talk? Y'all not winning anything?
They're not winning an NBA championship.
No, not this year. Absolutely
No,
not.
they're not.
This team is not good enough. I had us in the play in the start of the year. So
I don't believe so either, but I do think it's a little dangerous to write them off like that. If they get once you're in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Like Bron can string together 3 good ones, and we know what Luka Doncic is capable of. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't feel comfortable saying no, they can't win nothing. I don't got them winning, but I don't feel comfortable just writing off LeBron and Luka. I don't.
Ox, you ever seen that? Well, you have seen that being the security guy you are. That chick get dragged out the club by her hair. That's going to happen to the Lakers at some point this year in the playoffs. Somebody going to drag them out the club by their hair and take them outside and whoop the shit out of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to happen.
It's funny because like my
Absolutely,
two teams, I think they're in the same like tier and they're the same caliber of team in the West, which is like probably first round exit. The only way they both don't get eliminated in the first round is if they play each other. The Rockets and the Lakers. Ironic.
Somebody got to win that series.
Yeah, somebody got to win this year. Well, you know.
All right, to everybody in the chat, I'm running a poll. I'm asking you guys, will the Lakers, in fact, win a playoff series this year? You guys go vote on that. It's a yes or no question. Also, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. And if you are not a member yet, become a member. And if you do want to come up right now, come to my house. I just dropped the address. You can have everything in here. I got a lot of riches. I got a safe. Hey, the safe ain't even locked. I got a bunch of shoes, J's, 10, 12, 13, even 15. Come and get it, y'all. Kareem Miles said, I don't know if it's pressure or ego, but why are some coaches, Mike Brown, allergic to making adjustments mid-game? 25% from three and not a single Karl Anthony Towns or Jalen Brunson pick and dive. Got to close out faster on floaters. Go New York. Go. Is Mike Brown an idiot?
We say the same
No,
thing.
Every
we be complaining about
is
today.
an idiot, apparently. So
Yeah. None of these guys have any idea what they're doing. None of them.
every fan swears they could do a better coaching job.
They just make millions of dollars for no reason, chill.
Because they swear all coaching is a rotations. Oh, this guy ain't hitting shots, take him out of the game. And then they think that's it. Coaching solved. Shout out to them, man.
Speaking of coaching, so chill. You know it's AAU club season now. So we had tryouts this weekend, and it's a team called OTP, like Oregon Top Prospects. I'm talking about it was some goers in the gym this weekend. I'm excited about this summer. It's going down.
Love it. Ain't nothing like walking in the gym and seeing a bunch of ballers, boy. I get my blood pressure up. Nothing like seeing a bunch of ballers.
I was juiced in there early. And then we got another trial this Sunday coming up, and man, it's gonna be a whole nother group of kids. But man, it's a lot of good basketball players in this area. A lot of good basketball players.
Nice,
crazy.
You on mute?
Can't hear you, Ron.
Sorry, I said Star
One day I'm not
Cream.
gonna tell you. I'm just let you talk to nobody but yourself.
There was one time we were all in sync, and I think this was a while ago, and Ron was muted and he was talking, and we was just all up here like, yeah, just let him go for a good while. Right? So we got to do it, Ron.
Well, in the meantime, you guys can mute me, but you can't mute Stars Cream, because Stars Cream sent through another super chat and said, by the way, I mess with you heavy, Swiper. Just looking for consistency. So be more consistent, my guy. And Ron, it's a shame you don't know about Transformers.
What does that mean, Swiper? Be more. I never.
I don't know, dude. Like I feel like I'm very consistent about what I believe. It's just people disagree, and so it is what it is. Like I'm constantly consistent.
I've actually learned from Mars, being around Mars. You guys talk about consistency. It is not my job to make your argument for you against me. That's not my job. No.
Well, Swiper, if you be more consistent, maybe you'll be his favorite. But shout out to Stars Cream. And maybe I might have to learn a little bit more about Transformers.
Like the Decepticons and shit, like Optimus Prime.
How do you not know
what?
What are you doing?
I don't really know about Transformers.
Shout out to Bumblebee.
Yeah,
that's my son's favorite, Bumblebee. Yeah.
Well, so are the Saints releasing Kamara? They just got Travis Etienne. Are they releasing Alvin? What are you doing?
Alvin, come home, Alvin.
Why would you have two backs on the roster, Chill, that make money for what? That doesn't make sense.
Come home, Alvin.
They're not even good.
All right, the next super chat is from Hoops Never Stops. Hoops Never Stops said, why have we let the myth live on that hand checking makes scoring harder when we were all taught as kids you play defense with your feet, not your hands. If you can't move with a score, you cooked.
Well, the reason why hand checking makes scoring harder is because a slower defender or a slower foot defender has a better chance of guarding you if they can put your hands on you. Or their hands on you. So
Hoops Never Stopped. Have you never played basketball?
Yeah.
It
I
is
mean,
much
from that
easier
super
to guard
chat,
somebody if you push him.
Yeah.
Like if you're trying to go this way and I'm pushing you literally or holding you,
Yeah.
I can't go around you.
Play that swiper defense.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm an elite defender. This is just time and tested, proven at every level. So shout out.
Is this a fact? 7-1 since Brunson got on the crew?
Yes,
Wow.
yes, chill. It is.
How about that?
Cat been giving Jokic belt for 3 years, but nobody want to talk about it.
That is
Yes,
interesting.
I think Jokic has talked about plenty for his defense on this show and every other platform.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Mm-hmm.
Derek Mitchell 72 said Logan Paul challenged any NFL player to a fight for $1 million, but was shut down by WWE for boxing. Which panel member has the capabilities to fight Logan Paul, and which member doesn't?
Everyone has the capabilities. All you gotta do is get in the ring.
I'll
3
fight him
rounds.
for $1 million.
3 rounds. Yeah, let's get to it, bro. Like 3 rounds for I mean,
After-
however long. I mean, whatever.
After what
Oh,
Josh did to him, like how was he?
Man, that's his
challenging
brother.
anybody?
That's his brother.
Oh, that's his brother. That's not him. Oh, okay, I got you.
Logan's the wrestler. And I think Jake was probably a better fighter than Logan.
No,
as
we're
far as
not
boxing.
haters. No, we're not haters. And there are some of us up here who do watch Atlanta Hawks basketball. Give me a break.
Shit,
No, we're not haters. No, we're not.
I really be wanting that. Like, I think that is a whole new lane that's been opened up where you don't necessarily have to be a professional, but like as long as you do some training, go in there, get some money. I'll fight Logan. I'll fight Logan and Jake at the same time for $1 million. Shit, for $1 million, hell yeah. Let's get it is.
Whenever you're ready, Jake, I got to get some get back from my city. You know, I ain't like how you did the last person.
Oh my
from Seattle.
God.
Oh yeah, he did knock out
Nah, don't know. You would not say knockout in his name in the same sentence on this platform.
Shit. Just Nate. That's
knocked
it.
out Lil Nate.
Go, Nate.
Go Nate.
Go Nate.
Hey, real talk. To this day, if I tell my son it's time to go Nate, he get tight. When I say go Nate, that means to this day.
Hey, real talk. Hey, I'm talking about Ron wouldn't speak to me for probably 72 hours after that fight.
You didn't appreciate that ass whooping, huh, Ron? You ain't like that at all?
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, that was a bad look. I ain't gonna lie, that was a bad look.
Hey, but that's kind of before we really knew that like Jake could kind of get down too, though.
Yeah, but what was Nate out there doing? Rushing with
What
his
was he
hands
doing?
up?
Head down, just
It's not our fault Nate ain't got no hands.
Nah, for
Ever
sure.
been
But
in a
then
fight before?
also too,
Ever,
though,
man? like one time? Do you know how to
I
fight?
ain't realized how big of a size difference it was. Like I knew Nate was small, but I didn't know Jake was like, you know,
He's a good size dude. Yeah.
Was Jake like 6'2"? 6'2",
I think
2?
so. Yeah, I think he's like 6'2". Yeah. He's a good size dude, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it's about 5 dudes up here that Jacob put down.
Swipe on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. What do you think of the NFL free agency right now? One being the worst, 10 being the best.
Well, I mean, a lot of this stuff is predictable. $27 million for a center is wild. This is a brand new era we're in. That's a lot of money. Some dude named Alec Pierce, who's a good player. I'm saying dude, obviously, you know, sleight of hand, but $27 million for Pierce is crazy. Mike Evans might get 27.
So
Kobe
Michael,
Bryant.
What are we looking at? Like a 7 or an 8? What are we looking at?
I mean, y'all give it a 7.5,
Okay,
depending on
7
what
it
team
is.
you are.
What you got, Ron?
So, but the cap just went up, right? Or is that
$310 million? That's double what it was 10 years ago.
Right.
Nice.
All right, the next
that
super
money,
chat is
man.
from President Hoops. President said, I can't believe Luka was in K talks, getting blamed for the Lakers underperforming, but Jokic not in Wemby talks when Denver, the literal 6th seed. Hashtag noticing.
Hey, I've been seeing a lot of things on the internet where people are starting to put Wemby over Jokic. I don't know what's going on, but that's just what's happening lately. I've been seeing a lot of it though.
Are we there yet?
Yes.
Are we there yet?
Yes, we are here. We are in fact
Are
here.
we really there yet, Mars?
March 9th, 2026.
Well, Chill,
we
Chill,
are absolutely having Wemby and Jokic.
What do you
talk.
think, Chill? What do you think, Chill?
No, I don't think we there yet. No, I don't.
Are we? No, but are we at the stage where it's time to start taking notice and paying attention to impact on the floor?
Definitely paying more attention to Wemby than I did a year ago. But no, we ain't where Ron talking about. No,
Why
are we at the point to start paying attention to dudes that just stat stuff?
Yes, because we got to see how they stat stuff. Yes, 100%.
Well, Wemby stat stuffs too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get I think you talk about Wemby a plenty up here.
Yes, we do. Plenty.
Yeah.
Wemby get plenty of run up here.
Plenty of Wemby glaze up here.
Yes, we get Wemby gets plenty of run.
There's more to come.
Yeah.
Ron think he the best player in the league.
Yeah.
And some people think they're the best player ever.
Ever, right?
Yeah.
So yes.
Alex, you had to look like that when you said that.
No, that shit pissed me off.
He has the
DSG
best
Piccolo.
PR in sports right now. I ain't gonna lie. Because
he
when
hooping, that's why.
Patrick Beverly cared about winning the game, we clown that nigga.
Facts.
Wemby get to
That
crying.
was-
Oh my God, this is what we need in basketball.
Like, what are you crying for? Get your big ass off the floor. The fuck is you crying about?
Imagine the
Sensitive
dude
I was
ass
like, you know what?
Frenchie,
Yeah,
nigga. The
you
fuck is
got
wrong
it, bro.
with you?
Y'all
Yeah,
got it.
imagine that shit. Imagine a dude caring about his job and really wanting to win a regular season game that matters. All
wasn't
regular
even-
season games matter, and they should be treated equally. You should compete on the
wasn't- he
first
wasn't-
game
'cause the
as
thing
the
about it, he
63rd
wasn't-
game.
He wasn't even really crying. He was just exhausted. Dude almost died out there. It was like, like when you just all
Imagine
your
that.
fluids
Like
come
my
out.
light's about to go out, Ron. Like I don't know if I'm gonna make it, and I actually did make it. So I'm sorry. I got a little bit emotional about that. I apologize.
Man, that fool life wasn't in danger. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was just he ain't used to playing that much. And then he was out there against some real dogs. You know what I'm saying? So
And
it's like,
survive.
yeah.
And so
They
I'm sorry.
look
I got
like
a little
dogs.
bit emotional about that.
They ain't look it.
I mean, he was really crying because he was embarrassed. Like, damn, this nigga Julian really had to save me because we was out here getting obliterated, and Julian had to come to my rescue.
Julian?
And I'm gonna Champagne. I'm gonna make it all about me and cry. That's some Brian shit. Like making the shit all about him, nigga. You ain't do nothing. You was out there getting your ass spanked, and then Champagne had to come out here and save your ass. You out here crying, nigga, making the shit about you. Why don't you go show Champagne some love for saving your monkey ass?
Buy him some champagne. Is that what you're saying, Ock? Maybe buy him a bottle of champagne.
Buy him a case. Buy him a case of champagne.
I'll say what's gonna keep happening.
Speaking of buy, later, fellas. I'll get what y'all do is the bar.
All right, chill.
Peace.
Later.
Hey, Ox, your ass, boy, you got lucky in that Clippers Spurs game. Because if Fox would have made that shot, oh my goodness, I would have been clowning that nigga for the next.
Why I got lucky? I wasn't the one out there dancing.
Yeah. That boy had Kawhi out there hopscotching, salsa and every goddamn thing.
You know what's so funny about that is the whole entire world is mad. Like, oh, we almost got to get at Kawhi for getting yanked by De'Aaron Fox. Like, niggas be so thirsty to try to clown Kawhi because you ain't never seen Kawhi out there getting on skates like that before. So now it's like finally somebody almost got him, and it was because De'Aaron Fox. Like, yeah, it's Foxy.
All right, DSG Piccolo said, gotta give him credit when he plays well. Scoop balled out last night. No turnovers is great to see. Drew been hooping, and now our best player is back. Denny Avdia.
Oh, I thought
Drew
you
had
talking
28
about Jeremy Grant.
Shout out to Drew, man.
I saw the vision with the Blazers this year. I really did, but they couldn't be healthy.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna win my money though, because they still in the play-in. But you know,
Are you gonna get your money? That's the real question. You might win it, or you gonna get it?
Kawhi,
I'm
where Kawhi
getting
tape at? I need to see that. I need to see that tape. Where that tape at? Where all the highlights of Kawhi getting yanked?
Well, I mean, Russell Westbrook. You remember that? What Jordan was saying?
I need to see that tape. I need to see
Russ
that tape.
was frying. And what was that? 20s? Was that 2016? 20?
You talking about that? You talking about that series when Tony Parker weak ass was out there looking him off, trying to make the shit all about himself and getting spanked.
We talking about defense. We ain't talking about nothing off.
No, I'm just talking about that series. But I'm saying though, like a lot of
selfishness
people
is well documented.
Very well documented, and he proved it in that series. He proved it in that series.
Documented.
I mean, I know Steven Jackson says it anytime he gets a microphone in his face.
DeJounte's alluded to it. I mean,
Really?
they were entertaining Tony Parker trade talks like very often.
That's just
Tony
typical. That's just
Tony
typical.
Parker hasn't been very likable in his NBA career. We'll just say that he hasn't been very likable.
Tony Parker never came across like as a selfish player to me.
Because he's a point guard. Because he's a point guard and passed the ball to Tim Duncan sometimes. Shit.
But he wasn't even like a high shot attempt guy for real.
Yeah, he kind of was. He was a shoot first point guard for sure.
No, but all I'm saying is most people's tape is kind of extensive, especially for the amount of defense that in the amount of like the amount of phase that Kawhi took, the level of players he had to defend. His tape is so short. It's like a 30-second clip. It's like a 30-second tape for sure.
All right, Void Century YT said, when bum-ass Kawhi missed 2 free throws in 2012 finals, he let Miami come back and win game 6. That moment mattered. That moment mattered, Ox. Fouls or missed shots at the end of the game matter more.
I don't understand why y'all got this. I don't understand why y'all got this mental block where it's like, what about the free throws that he missed in the first quarter? If he makes those free throws, then these free throws are less important because you're up more. You know what I'm saying? I got to do simple math. Basic
Truck Johnson said, why y'all keep talking about Charlotte? Philly, Miami, and Orlando all got a better chance of beating Detroit, and they are most likely the 7 and 8 seeds too.
I could see Philly beating Detroit.
Mm-hmm. Orlando, I don't know if they can score enough. I think Detroit can guard Orlando really well. And Miami, I just don't believe it.
Yeah, I'm not invested in Miami at all. Also, I need Jalen Duren to start playing defense again. I don't know what's going on with him. To look at.
He chilling,
Y'all really in this chat saying that's not how the game works. Like, I'm talking about free throws specifically. Specifically, let's talk about free throws here. Let's not talk about missed field goals, missed jump shots. I'm talking about free throws where if you miss the free throw and the team rebounds and then dribbles the ball up the court, or if you make the free throw, the team takes the ball out and you dribble the ball up the court. Those in particular, that's exactly how that happens. Like, I don't know, man. Y'all niggas just don't play enough basketball, man. I don't know, man. Shit. Nah, yeah, y'all. You know what? That's the problem. Y'all should have been playing basketball instead of watching Naruto. You know what I'm saying? Like, because now you motherfuckers don't understand like how free throws and the real parts of basketball actually become one whole cake. It makes one whole. God.
Yeah, y'all should have been learning basketball instead of learning the force.
It's just the basic shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just basic shit. I don't understand it. Like, I'm not talking about missing threes and, man, I'm talking about free throws in particular.
All right, speaking of somebody that knows ball, Big Ox, Delsky, your worst nightmare, sent through a super chat and said, Ox, chill and run. As Hoopers, imagine being a young star in the NBA, like the guys in Houston, and the other team is tripping a 38-year-old. These young niggas are bums.
That's why I kind of wish we didn't get KD, because we could have bummed in peace. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have been any eyes for real on Houston, because we kind of were like overachievers last year. And then we could have had Sengun over here being ass in peace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but to be fair, now that it's shining a light, you now don't have to worry about, Sengun actually being there for a very long time and building him as a franchise player, because you can see he's not. So
hopefully that doesn't include like getting rid of Amin Thompson though.
Oh yeah, but I don't know. I'm just lowering Sengun. I've been trying to tell people about the Sengun guy for a minute, but anytime you said it before, because Jalen Green was worse than him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sengun was the
Hey.
lesser of two evils, but so my eyes don't deceive me. I don't.
Hey, Swiper,
Just
tell me you wasn't running around the hallway like this. Please, Swiper, tell me you wasn't running around the schoolhouse talking about. Holy fuck.
All right. Dre Knows Balls said, when are we going to talk about Wemby being the MVP? His impact on winning is undervalued. His defense is by far the best, and his offense is catching up or caught up. I think he meant to say caught up.
Can we all agree though? Like
Second or third for me.
Games when he does have it rolling offensively. I mean, is that not the best player in the league then?
That's
in those games specifically.
Wemby can get to a level where he's the best player in the world.
Yeah.
But I think there's like, with any sort of regularity, there's like 5 players who can get to that level.
Who do you think?
I mean, because like
Jokic, Shea, Giannis, Luka, and Wemby. Those are the 5 who I think on any given game can play like the best in the world. Like regularly, not like one outlier game.
Yeah.
When
Wemby's missing that consistency.
When Jokic has that touch on though, when he's just in the middle of the key or all over, he just hitting these, and it's just kid nothing but draws, just the bottom of the net. Bro, it's just like it's nothing you can do with that. Especially when Aaron Gordon is healthy and he's out there helping him like on the defensive end, and it's kind of like his lack of defense is kind of inconsequential. It's like it's nothing you can do about that shit, bro. And I don't think Wemby has that. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but when Wemby is like taking away the entirety of the paint, and then also like scoring.
Well, I think for Wemby too though, like his scoring a lot of time comes in bursts. You know what I mean? Like it comes in bursts where he like packs it on for like 3-4 minutes quick, and it kind of goes away. Which I mean,
that
you know,
flip the game. Yeah, that can flip the game.
Right, and those because basketball is a game of runs. So you know what I'm saying, that matters. I'm not trying to take that away from him, but I'm talking about like when it's like Luka and Jokic and SGA, like that shit is like continuous. Just I would
say Luka's more of a burst player. I would say
I can see that.
Like,
I can see that.
Like,
So SGA.
Well, what?
So SGA and Luka
the
though.
greatest player ever.
Yeah, first quarter Luka, and then it's like 20 at the end of the first ends the game. 32. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Okay. Shout out to Luka, but no,
SGA and Luka though.
Like, SGA, he's more like 9 points, 9 points, 8 points, 8 points, 33. I don't know if that math is correct, by the way, but that was like just me spitballing. But I think Wemby's also getting to the point where he has, like, to Ron's point, like his combination of like gravity out to the 3-point line and then gravity at the rim. It's a very unique blend of someone who commands so much attention, like everywhere on the floor. Like people are like, he's commanding heavy closeouts on the perimeter.
Crazy.
And then when he touches the paint, like you're collapsing your whole defense to him. So I don't know. It's scary hours, man.
People kind of like double team him, even if it's not it just kind of looks weird to leave a 7'5" person out on the island. I don't know. Like I could very much see how if you're on the basketball court with Wemby, even if he ain't got it going or just whatever, it's like probably should put 2 people on the 8-foot tall guy. I don't know. Just kind of makes sense.
And also, too, that move on Reed Shepherd was ridiculous.
It was.
Oh, the reverse dunk?
Yeah. The move getting to the dunk was well, it's not necessarily that. It's doing that to a guard in the open court. Like that is ridiculous.
The stride length, like a couple times he got around a man. Like he's taking like these long strides and then just kissing off the glass. Like I don't know what you're meant to do when someone could take one long step from the free throw line and then now on the block. I don't know how you're meant to do that. He's just moving in a way that doesn't make sense. And I'm watching Rockets players call for travels, and it's like he ain't even traveling. He's just able to step 28 feet in one step. I don't know what you're meant to do. He's interesting, to say the least.
All right, LFC 226 said, "Will this be your first time watching Kawhi live, Big Ox?"
In the league, yeah.
Oh, you watched him in college?
High school.
Oh, okay.
And what my man LFC was talking about, obviously, is our live show in the MODA Center, April 10th, one night, one arena, and you guys don't want to miss it. Make sure you click the link in the bio. Get your tickets now. April 10th, we are just about a month away from this, and it's going to be a hell of a night, a hell of a game, a hell of a live show, and a hell of an overall experience in Portland, Oregon. Buy your tickets now. We'll see you guys in the MODA Center.
Yeah, I told y'all about that time a couple seasons ago when we spent all that money to go watch Kawhi and him, Paul George, Dame, and John Wall ain't play.
You go to Reggie Jackson show?
Nah, it was a Jeremy Grant, Norman Powell show.
So the regular Kawhi Leonard experience. So what you got?
Yeah, basically, I guess so.
Latrell Buckner said, big fan of the show, fellas, and shout out to Big Ox. He hit on that slip for Tatum, first game back.
Got you.
So Ox making the people some money. Okay. We have a few new members. I want to go ahead and shout them out. Eastside General 1 became a YouTube member today. Stars Cream became a YouTube member today. Shout out to Cream Stars. And Cedric N3J6M also became a YouTube member. Shout out to Cedric. We also have a new YouTube member by the name of Too Easy. Too Easy became a YouTube member as well. Yo, Big Ox, can you read the next super chat?
Sure. Deleted 9202 said, "Bruh, if we cannot trust Celtics role players in the playoffs, why should I trust the San Antonio role players that haven't been there?"
I just don't think San Antonio's role players are going to be. I'm interested to see Stephen Castle in the playoffs. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Very much gotta be bigger than you, stronger than you to go on to bully
Interested
you
to see how that works. But
my boy Dylan Harper hoop though.
Yeah, Dylan Harper's weird because I don't know what it. I keep saying it. If I watch Spurs games, Dylan Harper's going to play well. But like his averages mean that the games I don't watch, he must stink. Like I don't know. What
it's the same for me.
Every time I watch the Spurs, he's
Nikola Vucevic. What was that name on the Heat? Nikola Jovic. Jovic.
Oh yeah.
When I watched Miami Heat, they got 4 points. When I see
Jovic just isn't good. I don't know. Jovic just isn't.
But when I be seeing like Jovic box score sometimes 26, 12, and 6. I'm like, when do these games happen?
Yeah,
I would
Dylan
like
Harper.
to catch one.
I've got a different. My eye test of Dylan Harper is different to, I guess, reality at this point because I don't see the bad games. It's not because I'm choosing not to watch him. It's the games I don't watch. He just thinks. So if I watch every playoff game, they might go to the finals, and he might be the finals MVP. I ain't gonna lie.
Dylan has looked impressive this year, though. Like the more and more I watch him, the more and more like I'm excited to see like his growth and really seeing that he's really, really going to be a good player. Bob sent through a super chat and said the Cavs had their worst and best halves of the year, 9% from three and 29% from the field. What changes in the second half did you like, which brought them back?
Yeah, 9% from three. I didn't watch that game, so
I ain't watched that game either.
I did. It was rough for Cleveland in the first half. But just really a credit to a lot of the Celtics defense, really. They just weren't really giving them anything easy. They were rotating very well. Jason Tatum is already like back to being a really good defender immediately. That was kind of something I was looking at more than anything with like an Achilles injury, his lateral quickness and just ability to move around the court. He's been good with that. So the Cavs can't beat the Celtics in a series now that Tatum is back, unfortunately.
I only saw like the first quarter of that game too. But I do want to say they need to stop playing that damn commercial. Cause like I was in the bathroom, I'm getting ready to leave, and so I'm walking back into the room, and I hear Jason Tatum is hurt. I was like, what the fuck? What happened? And then I look at it's that damn commercial. He laying on the ground. I'm like, come on, bro. I gotta stop playing this, man. Like, I'm tired of that commercial.
The People's 23 said that nigga Ox is a free spirit. The same man who said the Lakers was a contender. Man's just talk just to talk. A waste, man. No respect for OKC 2 years. Is he saying you're a waste man, or is he saying you're a waste of a man?
He sent the super chat before.
The same exact super chat?
Yeah, he might have it saved in his notes. Like he's sent that super chat word for word before.
Wait a second. Oh, so his problem is I said at the beginning of the season when I thought the Lakers were contenders, it's an issue because I think that the Spurs and Denver will beat OKC. Is that what he's upset about? Okay, that's fine.
He feels like we don't have respect for OKC.
Yeah, well, you don't got respect for grammar and English class. You know what I'm saying? So.
Mars, what is a waste man? What is that?
Yeah, what's a waste man? Swiper, you seem to be privy to these terms. What's a waste man?
Like you work for waste management? That's a good job.
It's like, I don't know what you guys would consider.
Like we work on the rubbish?
A scrub. Like a scrub, basically.
Oh
my gosh.
What happened?
Mike Evans to the 49ers.
Am I going to have to
bad.
every NFL update?
No, I haven't given you most of them, actually. Just the big ones. That's a great pickup. That's a great pickup.
That is fire.
Brock Purdy with George Kittle when he get back from his Achilles. And then also
that's fire, man.
Ricky Pearsall.
I do want to say though, working the way like waste management, like that's a fire job. Like I know some people look at like a garbage man like it's not a good job. That's a worthy profession. You know what I'm saying?
There are some trash people that make six figures. Yeah, I didn't know that until
that's a really good job.
A couple years ago.
Man, I remember when in the movie when Biggie broke down the waste man's money compared to the teacher Ox.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
I see that clip on TikTok. Yeah, I see that clip on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
He calling you a waste.
Got kicked out of school too.
Never bothered to watch that film, but I've seen the clip.
Is that better than Tupac's movie? Yeah, actually, it's way better than Tupac's movie.
Yeah, Tupac's movie was weak.
Both of them.
Yeah, well, shout out all the waste men in the world. We got a couple of them on the panel. Lake Show Jerry said, "Hi, Swiper, my brother in Christ. Who do you have winning MVP this season with less than 20 games to go?"
Luka.
There you have it. Quick, simple, and easy answer. Thank you, Swiper.
Yep.
LaFlame Celtics said Tatum looks surprisingly great on defense. Lateral movement looks good. That lift and jump shot need more time, though.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's missing. A little lift on the Jimmy. That's it.
JRS Prince with yet another super chat. JRS Prince said, "Mars, you were right. Nobody cares about these weak-ass Lakers and Rockets. So I got a question for everybody. What is the craziest place you've ever seen?"
What's the craziest place you've ever seen?
There's a certain place you can go to, Ox. You probably have been there. Ron definitely has. When you go to certain establishments, there's a red room. And in the red room,
I ain't never been there.
There's a red room in a club, and each red rooms have mattresses in there. And so, shout out.
So that's the craziest place you've ever seen?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Is that the craziest place you've ever seen?
Given I wasn't expecting it, that's close. It's close. It's definitely close. I definitely did not expect that, bro. That
so you seen that red room?
I did. I do. Because it's just you walking into the back, and then it's like you turn to the right, and it's there, and there's a person sitting. I'm good on that. That's just that was
you
something.
Locked the door behind you?
That was something. No, there's not a door. That's what I'm telling you. There is no door. It's
They don't have locks in those type of places, Ron.
They don't for safety reasons. Yeah, exactly.
For real.
There's no door, and literally there's viewing areas. So like,
it shouldn't be no room. It should just be one big ass. It shouldn't be rooms. It should just be
some of them are like that. I will refer you to a champagne room episode. I'll send you the link and you'll learn all about that.
Oh, no. When they asked that, I was gonna say, the craziest, but not crazy isn't crazy, like crazy isn't good was, the Champagne Room in Portland that we will. Actually, I can't
I
promote
won't
that
be
with
there. I
that,
won't
but
be there.
you know.
But do you know what the craziest place I've ever been to actually was this cenote in Mexico. I had never been to any like cenotes or nothing like that before. And the first time I went, there was a couple of different ones, and I went to one in like right outside of like Merida, and it was just like it was beautiful. Like
The
it
hell
was
is a
huge.
cenote?
So it's like an underground pool. You know what I'm saying? You go down, you go into it, and it's like a cave, and then you go and it's like just a big ass pool, and then there's like a hole. You can see the top. Like it was crazy. It was super dope. Like, that was probably the dopest thing I ever seen. I could think of right now.
I'll keep it PC. No pun intended for mine though. But being on a cruise, I would like the concept of a cruise is so wild to me. Hey, we're just gonna be out in the middle of the ocean for 7 days. Like in the ocean has no real like predictability. We haven't even discovered all of the ocean yet. Like when I got back from it, I realized how crazy it was, and I was like, yeah, I'm never doing that again. Although I had a blast. If you haven't been on a cruise, please go.
Yeah,
at
man,
least
shout out
one
everybody on the cruise that built the same. And shout out to cruises.
Yeah.
Void Century. So you said Ox, you was doing white people shit. I want to let you know that if that's white people shit, we all need to do more white people shit.
I heard reading books as a kid was white people stuff. So
I heard going for
Reading books as a
jogs.
man is white people stuff.
I heard
getting your education is white people stuff growing up.
Yeah, I heard taking a jog was white people shit. I heard eating vegetables. You know what I'm saying? I've heard eating vegetables and salads is
I
white
heard owning a home is a white person thing.
just ignorant. I'm talking about just stupid.
Hey, Mars, you want to tell people the craziest place you've ever been?
It's not dark, Void. You gotta. You know what I'm saying? I told you there's a hole in the top.
Went inside a gym once. Never again.
What kind of gym are you talking about, Mars? Like a health club?
Like a gym where you're like meant to like lift weights and stuff.
Yeah,
But
I
the
agree.
places
That's
Swap be talking about,
that's
that,
a
you know, you
Socratic
go
place.
in there, they be having the color coded wristbands that you have to. I didn't know that at the time. I had just got invited, and then they have these color coded wristbands that you have to put on, and if it's, you know, green or yellow or whatever, and then you go into these rooms, and then, you know, stuff happens.
You
and
learn
stuff.
things, man. I went,
Yeah.
I've gone to establishments that are not fully, the heterosexual, and you learn they teach. Like, I mean, it's all different things. It's all different things, bro.
And how many times did you go back?
One, never. But you know what? I'll tell y'all, bro.
One.
Like,
He said one.
I don't, you know, I didn't
I
know.
don't discriminate at all, bro.
Okay.
What you want to do is what you want to do.
Bro,
Shout out to you, bro.
some.
But you
some
got to
shit-
remember,
Yeah,
growing up,
shit,
you got to.
Some shit is okay to not take part
But
in.
you got
know?
But you got to remember, you play sports. If you play sports, there's a lot of women that that are gay and stuff. So like you frequent your homies. I'm like, whatever. Where y'all going? We rolling. Wherever we rolling. Pop.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
Be safe.
So-
This is where
But
the road is for
the
me.
thing is, Ox. It's actually not everybody that goes is gay. So you find like the women, like there's usually women there that are single with their friends. So like it's
I feel you, Sloppy, but I'm not
mix.
going to the gay bar to pick up straight.
Nah, you don't
like
go
the
to it. It's
odds,
like you
the
with your
odds are
friends,
just
like-
not in your favor.
But I gotta ask you. So if you're in a group with like a majority of people that are not heterosexual, and they say we're going to this place, you always go to my places. So like,
not
just,
going
I was real. Let's see what it's like. That's all it was.
I have before, like in Sacramento, it's a spot like on K Street. It's kind of like where that's those are. And so I've been to like a bar like over there, but it's not said that is a non-heterosexual.
Well, I don't know.
Mind you,
You know
what I'm saying? I live in Portland. There's plenty of places like that. I just don't, you know what I'm saying? If that's the vibe, I'm just
Brother,
I'll catch up with y'all, you know what I'm saying?
McDonald's in Seattle. You think I'm lying? I went to a McDonald's in Seattle, and the majority of people there were you could easily tell, bro. You could easily.
Yeah,
you just walk
You
through
went to a
place.
McDonald's on Cap Hill?
I don't know where it is. I
Why
can't
were
speak
you
to
on
Seattle.
Cap Hill?
I don't know what Cap Hill is. What is that?
I'm
Well,
telling
that's
you,
the spot.
McDonald's
Swiper,
you
that's
went
the
to. It was
spot.
on Cap
The
Hill.
McDonald's over there.
the
It's
place they
ironic
use is
that a capping ass nigga
Montrose.
will find himself on Cap Hill doing things that he shouldn't be doing.
I don't know what shouldn't be doing, bro. I just, and people in the chat like, you know, I just don't personally care about that. I'm very comfortable with who I am, so like I'll go anywhere. Like I really don't have an issue with anything. Like it's just, and so some of y'all, I think if somebody hit you up, what I've learned is, Ox, a lot of people that if they got hit on, they don't know how they will respond. So therefore, that's why they feel weird about it. If you just know how to respond, like I'm gonna
tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this, real talk, Brian, Morris, Swab. Y'all listen to me. If you find yourself in those certain places and you get hit on by certain people, then that's how you know I'm fresh to the motherfucker today. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, though, like I'll catch up with y'all. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'll see y'all later. You know what I mean? Like,
if you went to a high school, and this is being honest with you, like there were, like I got exposed super early because like I was around like athletes who were not all like they didn't play. They were track runners, and so they were, you know, it was just different, bro. Like everybody, you found out early that not everybody's going the same way, and you just learn how to live with it. Like if we keep it respectful, we can be friends too. Like it's not even like, I don't know, it's not weird. Like it is what it is. Like it just happens.
Right.
Like,
and you know, most times, you know, it's not like how they try to do in movies. Like ain't nobody gonna come up and grab you,
nah,
and touch
bro,
you,
it ain't like that.
crazy to you.
They do have
still,
signs though.
like,
They do have signs. They do this little thing on your shoulder, real talk, where they like, you know what I mean? They're just, you good? All right, cool.
Oh, yeah, but
Yeah,
keep
it's
your hands
like
off me, bro.
I did
You know,
gain
I
a
know,
like
I know.
new perspective of like hitting on women and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yes!
you can like, if you do ever get hit on,
What
you know,
for?
it was like, what? Oh,
No, but it happened. But if it keeps happening, you kind of like, damn, this is a lot.
I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah, you know, look, you know where you at. Like we, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't. It's
man.
kind of like weird.
Y'all should have seen Real Talk in L.A. Like it's just
Stop,
like it happens.
stop,
It happens,
stop,
bro. Like
stop,
when you go out. Think about Real Talk. When we go out, remember Real Talk. That one person that walked by us that didn't necessarily get the memo that we wasn't, you know, super interested. I had to like, you know, brush her off to you so you could say no. And then you just say, you know, you just keep it moving. You just keep it moving. That's all that is. You just keep
I don't
it
even
moving.
know why you saying that though, real talk. Because really, like when you getting women are the most aggressive when they're hitting on you. So like
But
to me, that's why I would get that perspective.
It's
'Cause, like,
somebody you know would with.
Yeah, but still, but women though, like women when they hit on you, they feel like, how dare you turn me down? They're just so aggressive and so abrasive about it. Good, they want to feel like they're allowed to touch you and shit like that. So it's like, oh, hold the fuck on, like what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Like, like wait, whoa, back up. You know what I mean? They feel like, you know what I'm saying? Because then if you not feeling them, they want to be like, oh, what are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? So, women are super aggressive.
Real talk, Ox and Swiper.
Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead.
We appreciate you guys' fairy
Ron,
tales.
you got shot because you were living in Atlanta. Stop it.
I appreciate all the fairy tales you guys have given us, but me and Mars would like to hit on these super chats.
Yeah, all right. You got a song dedicated to you. So all right, let's keep moving now.
Hey, how many times your shoulder? How many times they do this on your shoulder?
A bunch. Cause I dress well.
And your eyebrows started doing this, huh?
Doing that? The Rock?
Void Century YT said, I'm not going to lie. This panel routinely tries to rage bait Swiper. Any chance they get, Ron be in the back throwing jabs, Ox be real sneaky, while Real Talk is blatant with it. Ron not be in the back throwing jabs. Throw some jabs back. Throw this uppercut.
Shouts.
Swiper, do you think that we be trying to rage bait you?
Of course.
Yeah,
but that's the show. Like, it's funny. It's funny. You know what I mean? It's funny. Y'all like when I argue. They obviously like when I argue. Sometimes I let it work. Sometimes I don't. Like, you know, it just
Swiper,
happens,
you think the panel's against you?
No. I'm not. I don't have big
Swiper, do you come up here every day, 501, you against the panel and the chats against you too? Is that what's going on, Swiper? you need your tag team partner Mars to step up and hold you down?
Nah,
That's
man.
crazy how you was letting that man down, Mars. Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
Was that the
how-
Sacramento
see?
Kings
See?
that just fell off the wall? Damn, Kings. They ain't never gonna get it together.
We good. The beam will like
This
again.
panel does. Hold on. Adam said this panel has an anti-Nuggets agenda. Most of these niggas up here got the Nuggets winning the championship. Just by the way, I just want to reinstate that. That's a fact.
And I will reinstate something too. I'm anti-Denver Nuggets. What's wrong with that? Like,
Facts. I don't got no love for the Nuggets, but I think that they probably got the best chance to win it. Like, I could tell the truth. That's the thing too. Like, I hate that about sports talk in general. Whereas, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to choose the team that you like, or you're not a real fan, or like, this doesn't mean we got to be delusional about it. Like, I can like my team and understand that this team is the better team. Like, I know that the Lakers are the best franchise in basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the Lakers, but so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't gotta love them. We don't gotta be front runners.
Bob sent through another super chat and said Mars is the KD of PC, a troll who has high efficiency takes, but refuses to shot chuck when the rest of the team stinks it up. I think that's pretty accurate.
I don't
you think so, Mars?
Shit up, but a bad one.
Okay.
Shout out Mars Durant. Multi Kenny, a Hall of Famer. Before I read Multi Kenny's members chat, I do want to shout out all of our Hall of Famers. That is obviously Multi Kenny, Worldwide Mace Television, Cheese 15, Bulletproof 24, Small Boxes 18, Drago FC 23, DNE MLV, Kingster MH, and the latest and greatest, the newest member of the Hall of Fame family. Shout out my man No Capo. Appreciate you for joining up, No Capo. We see you in the group chat. I know you are glazing a certain team that's in the Midwest, but I'm here to tell you, brother, the Wolves ain't finna do shit this year. But keep going in the group chat, and we'll just have to see exactly, what happens between the Wolves and Anthony Edwards. But I appreciate you for joining up. Salute to all the other Hall of Famers. When you guys become a Hall of Famer, hit me up. I will add you to the group, and we'll go from there. All right, but Multi Kenny said, shout out to Jason Tatum. Glad to see him back. From first glance, looking at the game, he is a slight step behind athletically. But the fact that he's allowing himself to move naturally is very promising. He needs to keep up with the PT and hamstring. Yeah, I expect him to do that. Like, you don't get to this point and then all of a sudden just, stop going hard. So shout out to him. Obviously, you could tell he put in work with the physical therapy. I'm excited to see what he looks like come May if they're still hooping. Next super chat is from, would you look at that? Another Hall of Famer by the name of Drago FC 23. Drago said the last 20 games of the regular season matter way less than the first 20 for who is actually a good team because there are so many tanking teams. Check out me and Bulletproof doing the top 10 most overrated players ever. Saturday around 3 p.m. Eastern time. Drago FC, I am subscribed. I'm not a member, but I'm subscribed and I will be tapped in on Saturday around, this Saturday. If I don't watch the show live, I'll go back and check it out and I'll comment and all of that good stuff. I got some things going on this Saturday, but we'll see though. We'll see. But you guys, make sure that you tap in. And if you don't tap in Saturday around 3, just go back and watch. Also, go follow or subscribe to Drago FC 23 on YouTube. And while you're doing that too, also follow my man Bulletproof 24.
Hopefully there's another Saturday show that makes a comeback.
Yeah, soon. Very soon. Jordan Reed 901 said PC going strong.
Yes, we are.
PC going up.
Steven 914 said, here we go with the Tatum propaganda. Was y'all pushing Tatum propaganda?
I think we were just telling the truth about what we saw, man. Like, Right? That was the thing when we were all speculating, and mind you, all of us were speculating on what would happen, what wouldn't happen. But you know what I'm saying? That, it just goes to show that there's no telling. Like, everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's body reacts different, and you know what I'm saying? Some people can bounce back, some people can't. It's not propaganda. We're just speaking on, you know, what we think he's doing so far and what level we assume he can get to now based on how well he played these last 2 games. And mind you, Boston was already good. It was already, you know, trending upwards without him. So
G Wizardo sent through a members chat and said, where do y'all want to see Giannis land this summer? And how much should the Bucks ask for to acquire him?
I don't even care no more.
Milwaukee.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even give a shit at this point. Like, nigga, dude, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn. Nigga, stay over there and cry about it then. Shit. Nigga, I stand in your nuts and go play somewhere, bro. We know this fucking soap opera shit. I'm so tired of it.
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with Giannis, but I'm damn near there with you. Like, it's like, look, bro, either shut up and just play there or leave, brother. Like, I'm tired of this halfway in, halfway out stuff, bro.
Spurs or Detroit for me.
If he does move, it's gonna be to New York, though.
All right, last but not least, we got a members chat from Al Booger. Al Booger just said PC. Shout out to Al Booger. Shout out to PC. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to everybody that liked the video, everybody that subscribed. Shout out to everybody that follows us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all of that stuff. We will see you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time.
Merry Christmas.
We'll also see you raggedy niggas in Portland, too. Make sure you get your tickets. Chilltown will be there to clown all of you guys who had words for him, and I'll be there just to laugh in the background. Catch y'all tomorrow.